Hello, hello. Alright, let me get everything working a-okay. And then we'll get into more Teenage Exocolonist. I think we're on year 7, I think? Maybe year 8? I don't totally remember. Let me fix my girl, because she's broken for some reason. What's wrong with you? Very interesting, very interesting. You get to see all the behind the scenes things of going on with having a PNG tuber. Okay, well, my thing is not working for some reason. Let me restart it and see if that works. Or worst case scenario, we'll just go without. It's not really that big of a deal. There we go. Still not working. That's too bad. Oh, that's okay. We'll just have none of that today. That's okay. Alright, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I? 17. Start of age 17. I have a buff. Oh, I started dating Rex. +1 to social skills. That's yellow, I'm pretty sure. So let's try to do the bar events. I think if I just go to the bar and do an activity there, it should unlock the bar, like, officially. So I want to try to get the bar done. Or at least started, because I need to do that for for Dis and Tang's whole thing. I do have some money. Let's get rid of something. Threes. Okay, my yellows are pretty good. This 2 I can probably get rid of. What about reds? Alright, I got some 2s I can get rid of. Let's get rid of a 2. How about you? Bye-bye. I breathe deeply. Okay, perfect. Now let's do our thingy here. Let's help in the kitchens. The new bar that Rex built is lovely at night, but during the day it's a nice and quiet space to sit and work. You meet Dr. Instance here, drinking a cup of blep tea and looking through his schedule in her holopalm. He runs a hand through her hair and mumbles. The stress of the colony is out of control. You think she's just talking to herself until she looks up. Every day more people come to the medbay just looking for someone to talk to about their anxiety or their bad day. I don't have time for this. Maybe the colony needs a counselor. That's a good idea. It does, but it takes years of training, and even then, the toll it took on Counselor Besk. We didn't know the burden was killing her. Dis and Tang don't have a mother just because people couldn't. Well, I don't really think that's fair, but okay. Dr. Instance catches herself, realizing with alarm what she said aloud. I shouldn't have said that. The stress is getting to me too. She gulps down the last of her tea and grimaces at the taste. What we really need around here is a barista. Someone to make decent tea and just listen to people complain about their problems. Someone who isn't me. Yeah, that could be me. I could do that. Okay, so what's your damage? I'm afraid my secret died with Besk. Focus on other people. It's a better use of your time. Okay, I'll do that. Alright. +5 if first or last. +7 if this is the only blue card. Ooh. N. Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. Make that a flush. That's not bad. Can I do better? I could stack some 3s. No, that's only 29. That's not better. This one. Okay. I missed something there, but that's fine. 5 creativity, 3 empathy. Nice. Pretty good. My stats are looking really nice, honestly. I'm definitely gonna get engineering to 100. I'm probably gonna get bravery to 100. And honestly, like, you don't think I'm gonna get empathy to 100 just based off of where it is right now, but I think I'm going to, just based off of the amount of time I have to spend at this bar. Oh, I gotta focus on people's birthdays. When are people's birthdays? Let me pull up my notes. Not that birthdays are super important anymore, in all honesty. Rex's birthday was yesterday, so it's too bad for me. I think I did actually give him a gift on his birthday. Oh, nope, I didn't. That's okay. I got you a present anyway. It's a log. Surprise. Nothing dog likes more. True. Rex is so easy to be friends with. I'm going to ask you on a date. You want to go on a date? That sounds fun. Let's go. You find a secret place. You're walking off with Rex when it suddenly changes direction, tugging you into a narrow alleyway between 2 buildings. Rex gestured for you to be quiet as you duck past a few windows looking into people's personal quarters. Oh, minus 20 stress. Oh, that's cool. He leads you into an open area between the buildings, a blind spot with no window facing in and nothing but the open sky above you. He turns to you and bites his lip before descending on you, all smiles as you both undress. Not the most wholesome way to spend a bit of time with your boyfriend, but it's certainly one of the most fun. Yeah. You're a teenager, it's fine. I got you a crystal. I have so many crystals now. How's my friendship with Mars? Pretty good. Oh, hey. Find Mars going through old holo photos from when you were kids aboard the Stratospheric. She gives you a sad little smile and pats the couch next to her. Come look at the photos with me. I forgot about some of these. Mars brings up a picture of Nem and Cal from when they were probably 4 or 5 years old. They're both stripped down to just their pants and have painted monster faces on their chests and are standing on top of the tables in the creche, waving swords above their heads. You remember the table being a fort, a pirate ship, a haunted house, a jungle cave, depending on the day. Look at them, Mars says, smiling. They used to be the best of friends. Whenever you saw one, the other was always tagging along behind. It's so weird that they, like, never talk to each other anymore. I mean, I get it. Anemone got all weird about being a soldier after her brother died, but Cal really doubled down on the whole hippie aesthetic. Yeah, it is sad. Mars hums non-committally and goes to the next image. Tammy's gentle face smiles back at you. She's in the ship's galley, learning how to make soy sweets from antecedent. She's wearing an apron, but almost all of her is covered with different colored powders used in flavoring and coloring the sweets. Even the tips of her pointed ears are dusted with it. Oh, look at this one. That's a cute image I have in my head. Look at her sweet little face, Mars croons. Just a little baby. Gosh, she's simply the sweetest, like a soy sweet. Her and Cal are just disgustingly perfect for each other. She touches the screen fondly. I hope he spoils that sweet little angel absolutely rotten. She deserves it. She's nice, I guess. No, we love Mars. Or we love, Tammy. Mars taps through some more photos, pursing her lips. I swear there's at least one picture of Dis in here, she mutters. It almost takes a minute, but she finally finds one. Tang and Dis' joint 5th birthday party, complete with matching soy cakes. Their mother, Basque, is just out of frame, a drink in hand. Oh, this was before Dis got all weird about his birthday. I still have no idea what happened there. I mean, who doesn't like birthdays? It's weird to see them so happy together. I can't remember the last time I saw either of them really smile like that. Now Tang spends all of her time cooped up in engineering, and Dis spends more time outside the colony than he spends in it. It's just so sad. Mars stares down the little hologram in her hand. I didn't mean to bully him so much, she admits softly. I thought I was helping him learn how to fit in, like toughening him up a little bit so he didn't cry so much, you know? Her mouth twitches with a sad smile. But I guess it ended up pushing him farther away. When I was little, I didn't understand that words could hurt people, because they don't hurt me. Yeah, you could have been nicer to him. She sits back and sighs. Oh. It's weird looking back on when we used to be kids, she muses. We were so innocent. We had no idea about the wormhole or Vertumna, no dying, no famine, no killer pollen, no animal attacks. I mean, even the bad weather. We didn't even have bad weather on the ship. All we cared about was playing and popularity. Mars gestures to herself. Now look at me, I'm working on the bridge. You know, it's all politics. It's like a professional popularity contest. Bloom is an idiot, but he's got one thing going for him. She laughs. That man is an absolute impeccable social media game. If nothing, he knows how to get people to vote for him. Really, that's all you need. Yeah, that's kind of true. Mars leans over and rests her head on your shoulder. Her hair smells like jasmine. Thanks for going through these pictures with me, she says quietly. I try to keep my eyes on the future, but sometimes it's nice to remember where you came from. Yeah, that's true. I get that. I don't have anything going on over here. Hi, Dis. How you doing? I don't need to give you anything because we're already best friends. Ooh, an egg. I'll give that to Nem. Knock knock, here I come. Oh. You're supposed to meet Nem for lunch, but she didn't show up. You head to the garrison to see if you'd find her. Spot Nem's shock of red hair over the close-range fighting ring. As you approach, she finishes a flurry of blows with a roundhouse kick that almost knocks the training dummy's head off. Kaya! Nem roars, echoing off the vaulted ceiling in the garrison. Nem steps back from the ring and pulls off the bottom of her shirt to wipe her face, flashing you a glimpse of her muscular stomach and blue-green scaling that dances over her ribcage and down her hips. Her skin shines with sweat under the harsh lights. You catch her eye and she shoots you a smile, as quick and bright as the sun glinting off the metal roof before it disappears behind her usual bleak expression. She jogs over to you. What are you doing here, Slana? She brings up the time of the holopam, and her eyes go wide. Oh shit, we were supposed to eat lunch together. I'm so sorry. It's okay, you were busy. Yeah, that's no excuse. I should have been more aware. Nem grabs her water bottle and drinks from it, then pours the rest over her head and flicks the water through her shaved side. We can still get some chow if you want. Just give me a sec. Nem pulls an oversized sports ball sweater over her workout clothes, her thumbs popping through the holes warm in the cups. The lettering on the back reads kombucha. As you exit the garrison, you're stopped by a few of the other soldiers who all seem to want to give Nem a high five and tell her about their day. Even though she's clearly exhausted, she musters up a few heartening words for each of them. They all know I'm dating Vase, she says apologetically. When you finally emerge into the sunlight, it's weird. All of a sudden, I'm like a hero to them, too. And I haven't even done anything yet. I train every day, though, probably like 6 or 8 hours. Oh my god. She says, rubbing at her shoulders and stretching it out as she walks. It feels good to work hard. Like it just wipes out all the bad thoughts, anything that's bothering me. She makes an exploding motion with one hand. It just goes away. Poof. Yeah, I don't know that that's a good way to handle your stresses. I can't afford to lose my focus. I can't let myself get distracted. If I do that and someone dies because of it, null it, man, she says, shaking her head. The thought of it, it keeps me up at night. Sometimes I just get up and run around the colony until I'm too tired to stand. No one else is gonna die on my watch. You understand, right? She says, turning to you. You work harder than anyone. How do you do it? What are you fighting for? What am I fighting for? I'm fighting for the future, I think. I want everyone to live so that they have a future. Yeah. She nods in agreement. Me too. When it comes down to it, that's all that matters. Yeah, you and I have different interpretations of the future for the colony. I'm afraid. Base, I hate you. Bye-bye. Don't ever look at me, or talk to me, or think about me. Hi. You bump into Tang on the routine checkup in the med bay. Solana, could you wait a moment? It's almost done. Let's walk out together. Dr. Instance gives you a curious look as Tang hurries to catch up, but goes back to her work. You wonder if Tang needs something from you or just wants to hang out. Lately, it seems she has less time for her friends, preferring to work late at the lab. Maybe she's lonely. Nice weather we're having, Tang says, as you walk outside. You look around, it seems pretty normal for the season. She clears her throat. It's so different here than it was in space. Growing up in a spaceship was so clean and tidy. Here, I'm constantly sweeping pollen and dust or spores or what have you off of everything. There was a mushroom growing in the corner of the bathroom the other day. Yeah, it's kind of gross here, right? Everything's just so just growing all the time, everywhere, with no plan. I hate even thinking about it. You walk for a few more minutes. Ting clearly has something on her mind, so you let her sit with it until she finally steels herself. I'm not very good at this sort of thing, she says. So, you know I've been working on a big project with the chief engineer? Uh-huh. Yep, I do. You nod, and she continues. Well, it's been going really well. I think we're finally over the last hurdle now. Governor Loom says it's going to change everything here in the colony for the better. Nope, it's not. I promise you. Ting seems more at ease than you've seen her in years. Really, I couldn't have done it without you, she says. Oh, God. Don't say that. I know I can be a hard person to be around, but I appreciate everything you've done for me and ultimately for the colony and all of humanity. What's really going on? It's nothing. It's just it's nice to take a moment to recognize when someone has helped you. I'm trying to do it more. If the last decade has taught me anything, it's that you don't want to wait until it's late. She smiles cryptically. Yeah, I'm happy to help you, but this conversation is not over. Tang nods and shoves her hands in the pockets of her lab coat, apparently having exhausted her capacity for a heartfelt conversation. This conversation is not over, Tang. I am not gonna let you release your little poisonous thing into the universe. Sorry. Not happening. Okay, let's go work in the cafe. Yeah. Empathy, creativity. I need to get more persuasion. I really need to get more persuasion because I need to unlock Loom's thingy. I'll do this here. It's fine. Fine. Get my empathy up a little bit. And then I'll go work on persuasion. You report to the cafe for your first shift as barista, expecting to be shown how to do anything. What you've met with instead is a crowd of people who like their blep tea, and they like it now. You barely know how to pour water. It is going well. You get set up behind the bar and start taking orders. After a few false starts, you quickly figure out how to brew blep tea and pour the lightly fermented watato juice so it doesn't form a head. Foaming soy and float cow milk for the perfect latte is still a disaster, though. Most people are understanding and are happy to order a different drink while you're learning, but by midday, you realize the tip jar is completely empty. People want lattes. I will learn how to make a latte. It's all part of the job. 12. 6. 5. Plus 1 for each gem. This would become a 5. Let's do that. That's not bad. Okay, 5. I've got a 5. Plus 2 for each gem on other cards. Let's maybe hold on to those. 4, 3. I do not have a 2. Can I get something to a 6? Yes, I can. I go here, and then I go here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. I don't really feel like I need to use this card, but my stress is really low, so I think it's probably fine, actually. Plus 7 if this is the only blue card. No, I don't think that's gonna work out for me. Well, maybe. Seven. No, that's not really gonna work out for me. Oh, well, I got the super goal. That's fine. 35 out of 42. Fine. It's fine. Yes, kudos, creativity. Yes. You scald some soy milk, but after a while you begin to get the hang of it. You start slinging lattes to grateful caffeinated masses. Chief Engineer Instant comes by to see how you're doing, and you tell her that you're totally underwater. Weren't you supposed to get some kind of on-the-job training? For what? It's pouring drinks. It's not genetic engineering. I told you you'd get the hang of it. Oh, I got another potent brew. See? Anyone can do it, even you. You think she's trying to encourage you. Yeah, she's got her own way of being kind. Got enough money to get rid of another card. Am I still smitten? I am. Okay. Let's work on persuasion. I don't remember which events do persuasion. Maybe over here? Engineering. +2 persuasion. Yeah, let's do that. I need to do more events here anyway, so it kind of works out. The backstore room has been a mess since you started working the depot, but now it's an absolute quagmire. Ever since the Holopaws landed and they combined the warehouse from the ship in a hurry, your storeroom has been overflowing. Nobody can find anything in there. Mars refuses to even step foot in there, so you guess it's up to you. The worst part is the Helio and the Strato use different barcode system. You have to input everything by hand and come up for a way of organizing them into groups that make sense. At least it's all in your holopalm and you have the lift bots to help physically move the boxes. That's true. I could do it. I'm organizy. Oh, what a good card to have locked. Boy. Let's just put down some reds. At this point, we're doing things with kind of no rhyme or reason. +2 for each card with gems. Let's save these, maybe? Let's put down some stuff here. Okay, I need a 36 on this last one. It's high, but it's not undoable. I've already start with 12, so that helps. Okay, I want to put my gems down. And then I want to do this. And I want to do this. Would this be better? 40, yeah. Nice. Nice. Perfect. +1 organization, +1 kudos. Start organizing. Green things over there, round things over there, things with stripes over there. Wait, where does the sports ball go? It's all 3. Should you start a sporting goods section? Maybe. Kudos. Memory. Ooh. +3 if card to the right is blue. +3 if card to the left is blue. Wow, that's pretty good. Increase rewards. Oh, yay! You've done remarkably well considering the state it was in. This deserves a raise. I love a raise. Even Mars is impressed. Are we best friends yet? Almost. Wow, I didn't even know where everything was, but it feels like I understand how to find it. How'd you do that? It gives her a strange look and she shrugs. What? Sometimes it's just cool to put in a little extra effort, even if it's just some dumb boxes. Yeah, okay. +3 persuasion. Okay, I only need to do that one more time. For persuasion. Let's give out my gifts. Who's got birthdays? Who's got birthdays this year? I mean, everyone's got birthdays this year, but specifically this time of the year. Nemini has a birthday right now. Convenient. I'll talk to you in a second. Hold on. I gotta go talk to Anemone. Knock knock. Hi. I got you a present. It's an egg. I guess it is my birthday. Yes. Are we friends? Oh. Anything else? No. Okay, I want to pop in, I think, and do engineering real quick because I don't want to miss Tang's, like, catastrophic event. That would be really unfortunate. I have a present for you. It's a crystal. You're welcome. Tammy, I have a present for you. It's a flower. You love those. I know they're your favorite. I know everything about you. We've been through this. Here we go. What's going on, Rex? You spot Rex sitting on the second floor of an unfinished building, his feet dangling over the edge. He waves at you and gestures for you to come sit next to him. Hey, Solana, he says, shooting you a tight smile before looking back over the rest of the colony. From here, you can see the garrison soldiers marching around in formation with Vase at the head. Rex watches them with an uneasy expression. Why the hangdog expression? He musters up a smile. That's a good one. You always know how to brighten my day. You have one more big surprise up your sleeve, though. You open your bag and pull out a dust melon you've lugged from the canteen. Rex brightens and makes grabby motions with his hands. Yes, my hero! Rex tears in the soft rind of the melon with his fingers and splits it between the two of you. You sit together and watch Vase bark orders at the other young soldiers. What a bunch of mindless drones. Not all of them, he says. Some of them are pretty nice, but everyone in Helio listens to Vase, you know? And he doesn't like me, so that means I've always been an outsider, even when I want it, whether I want it or not. They're friendly to me, I guess, but it's not the same as having friends. Not like you or know me. It's fine, though. You don't have to like someone to hook up with them. I kind of like being the one that everyone comes to when they just want to have a good time. Okay. What's the deal with you and Vase? His mouth twists, and he spits a dust melon seed over the edge of the building. It's kind of a long story, and not a fun one. I'd rather not drag it up. How about the short version? He frowns as he scratches his nose. The short version is that Vase isn't really the hero he tells everyone, he says softly. He's just a bully. Everybody acts like they like him, but they're just afraid of what they'll do to him if they step out of line. Yeah, that's what I think about him as well. He's the worst. Rex nods with a slow acceptance of someone who's long made peace with their situation. Yeah, it sucks, he agrees. It's just... Vase wasn't always like this. He used to be kind of like me, a small, weird kid with a chip on his shoulder who just really wanted people to respect him. He runs his fingertips through thoughtfully over his left forearm, where a gnarled scar winds over the bone. Well, he got it, he continues. He looks like he might say more, but goes quiet for a long second instead. I wish it was different. I wish he was different. We could have been friends, maybe. The garrison soldiers break from formation and you watch Nem approach Vase. He sweeps her up in her arms and swings her around. You can hear her delighted laughter from here. Rex watches with a frown. Anemone and I don't know each other very well, probably because Vase is telling her all kind of lies about me. But I'm a little scared for her, you know? She doesn't know what he's capable of. Yeah, no, she doesn't. But that's why we're here. We're gonna break them up, and it's all gonna be right with the world. Rex straightens and puts on a happier face. I don't want to waste my day thinking about Vase, though, he says. Not when there's friends to talk to, and a whole world to explore, and dust melon to eat. He leans into you with a flirtatious look. Of course, dust melon's not the only thing I like to eat. How about you and I take a break and go expand our palates? Yeah, okay. Rex. God. Gotta love him. Hi Cal, do you want an egg? Take an egg. No, take a bobber fruit instead. Does my mom have... Did I do my mom's events? I can't remember. What do I need for you? Organization. Ooh. I'm getting there, actually. I'm not too far away. Okay, let's do engineering. Because I need to do robotics. And I want to make sure that I'm catching all of Tang's events. Repair robots. Yeah. I don't know if it matters if I have to do things that are like +1 friendship with Tang specifically, or if I just have to do things here in general. I think it's just here in general. But maybe I'm crazy. You're in engineering very late today. You started to nod off and consider packing for the night. You see Tang and Instance leave their lab without locking the door. Okay, so this answers the question I was just asking. You're heading back towards the living quarters. Usually they're so cautious, but it's late, and they must be very tired to have forgotten. They've been working on something together in secret. Do you want to find in? Yep, we absolutely do want to find out what is going on here. Checking to make sure the coast is clear, you slip into their office. It's just off the med bay, and every flat surface is dedicated to experiments. The whiteboard is covered in dense scribbles and diagrams, and the garbage bin is filled with wrappers of discarded soy meal replacements. It smells like stale coffee and sleep deprivation. Their hollow screen terminal is still active. It seems strange that they left it on. You get the feeling that maybe they weren't done for the night. You have a quick look. You'll have to be quick. Let's search the computer. You tap through the file structure in the lab computer. There are some encrypted files, but nothing obvious, like the one named Instance Evil Plan Final 2. Darn, guess it's not that easy. That's okay. I have high engineering. I can decrypt. You pore over everything Tang and Instance have been working on, slowly putting together pieces. What you find is chilling. After researching the shimmer fungus together, they decided to bioengineer a more powerful virus that uses the same pathway, but only affects native Vertumna creatures. It would sever the existing symbiotic relationship between Vertumnan fauna and fungi and be completely fatal to its host. So this is really catastrophic if you don't stop this plague. It will literally kill everything on the planet. Not including us, but like all of the plants and all of the animals, it kills everything. It would kill everything on the planet, well, everything that walks, swims, or flies, leaving it empty and ready for human colonization. But why would they do this? You dig a little deeper and find not Instance's research logs, but her personal logs, written on real paper with a cover page that reads, "In my defense, upon my death." You read through the paper in which Instance details being approached by Loom shortly after the Helio landed and he took control of the council. The Helio has been sent to retrieve congruence and bring to justice the people who stole her. Instance, primarily, but also Hal and your mother. When they realized they could never return to Earth, Loom became interested in Instance research instead, particularly her research into Vertumnian ecology. Under threat of execution, Instance was essentially forced to pivot her research into finding a way to cleanse the planet for human colonization. The rest said she tried to shield other scientists from her work for their protection, but she couldn't keep the secret from her apprentice, Tang. She speaks highly of Tang, almost as a mother would talk about their own child. She grieves that she couldn't protect her, too. You scan copies of the missive. At least you have evidence now. Alright, I can take this evidence to Loom and basically be like, hey, I know you're fucking blackmailing everyone and you need to go die. And that's what we're gonna do. That can become a 4. Okay, that would become a 5, and that would be a 4. Oh, that'd become an 8. Oh, that'd be pretty good. Let's move that over. Up, 43. Nice. Alright, engineering, creativity, kudos. Excellent, excellent, excellent. My engineering is getting pretty high, pretty good. Oh, it's the festival. Horns and drums supplemented by recordings of parade music from Earth. Thank you, everyone. Look at you. Look at this colony. Finally truly united. I don't know about that. All it took was a common enemy. I took you beautiful people, you strong people, you good human people. And I see a fire in your eyes. I see courage in your hearts. I see a colony that's ready to win. I see a colony that's here to stay, Vertumna. Do you hear me? Do you hear me, Vertumna? We humans aren't gonna hide anymore. Loom gestures for Security Chief Rhett to join him on stage, then continues. Original fugitive colonists got it wrong. In Roman mythology, Vertumnus was the god of cultivation, not of rampant chaotic growth. He clenches his hand into a fist. We need to clear the fields before we can plow. Vertumna won't be safe for human life until the aliens are eradicated. Rhett crosses his arms and nods in agreement. Maybe there's more to this plan than Loom is letting on. Loom descends to the stage and does a receiving line of handshakes and fist bumps. In the vacuum left by his presence, Chief Administrator Seek takes the podium and clears her throat. I want to announce that this will be the last year for festivals. What? The sounds of protest rise from the crowd, and near the front, Loom just shrugs theatrically mouth. Not my fault. Seek looks down at him pointedly, then continues. This war will use our colony resources at a tremendous rate, including the most valuable, time. We only have one day that we can afford? Come on. Hey, I've got some good news, Loom adds, jumping back up on stage. This one's really gonna knock your socks off. The colony has its first pregnancy. The crowd murmurs in excitement, and Loom beckons Tammy to join him. Everyone give a round of applause to Aspartame here, Vertumnia's first mother. Tammy is beet red all the way to the tip of her ears, but she dutifully does a little twirl so Loom can show her off. Look at her, he exclaims. So vibrant, so healthy. Just like our young colony. We're so proud of you, Tammy. Your child is going to join the ranks of the greatest species the universe has ever seen. Loom pumps his fist in the air. Humans, humans, humans! Let me hear you, Vertumnia. Tammy's pregnant? Tammy descends from the stage into a gaggle of surprised and excited friends. OMG, is it really true? Mars asks immediately. Yes, I'm finally going to be a mommy, just like Aunt Anne. You take a good look at Tammy. You haven't seen a pregnant person in years, not since you landed at least. Aren't they supposed to glow? Yeah, well, you know, not literally. Tammy looks radiant with pride and excitement. Looking more closely, you realize that her dress is starting to curve out around the belly. Every baby born in the colony, even you and your friends, is a complex arrangement of inherited, donated, and altered genes, and sometimes not even related to their parents. If the council let Tammy have a baby, does that mean there will be more soon? Will they expect you to have a baby? Cal runs over from where he's standing with his family and sweeps Tammy into a big hug, twirling her around. I'm so proud of you, he exclaims, then rests his hand gently on her belly. Sorry, too much spin? You okay, little hot eye? They look at each other adoringly. Oh, so cute. As you stand around and marvel at Tammy's news, the adults will start putting away chairs and setting up for the games and contests. Mars puts her hands on her hips. So, what does everyone think about this war on nature? I think it's stupid, Cal says immediately. I know survival is important, but we don't have to kill things to survive here. So, Cal is like very anti this plague that they're happening, and if the plague goes into effect, Cal, in like the end scenes, like after you have completed the game, you get like, here's what happened to everyone afterwards. And in that afterwards part, Cal basically like, he doesn't kill himself, but he like tries to fight it and gets himself killed. So, very bad news. Mars rolls her eyes. Duh, of course you'd think that, she mutters. Personally, I think Loom's a total nullhead. He's not that much older than me. What is he, like 24? And everyone's listening to him? They should listen to me instead. Finally, you're called to participate in the games. The last ones, maybe forever. The war on nature ever ends, you'll probably be an adult. As your friends all separate into their usual games, you realize this may be the last time to just get to be kids. What do you choose? I want something to give me persuasion. Can anything give me persuasion? Combat. Persuasion. Yeah, I think I would like that, actually. Let's do that. Loyalty, friendship. You report backstage where Mars and Rex are prepping their acts. Rex is sidled up to Mars, complimenting her on her outfit. A spangly, sparkly thing that clings to her figure. You see the reason the outfit when Mars takes the stage and launches into a total showstopper, using holograms to digitally change her clothes as she belts out an incredible aria. When the song is over, honest to goodness, pyrotechnics blast off all around her. The colony goes wild. How do you follow that? Rex gives it his best, performing something between gymnastics and martial arts, throwing himself in impressive rolls and flips to music. As he passes you, Rex gives you a sweaty kiss on the cheek and swats your butt for good luck. Okay. I think I want to make a Plaid's Cutter sculpture. That sounds cool. Let's try that. 87. Okay. Card becomes 4. Interesting. Art is wild. Value is wild. I can do like a set of 4s. You'd become a 4. Yeah, let's start with that. And then I could do a... Oh, wait. I could make you a 6, 5, 4, 3, here, 26. It's not bad. 43. Alright, let's put some big money out. No, I want you to be a... Wait, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3? That's not bad. Would it make a difference if I changed? No. Alright, let's put out some items. I got logs. I got logs for days. Oh, frick. That messed it up, didn't it? It's okay. I didn't think about that. Oh, man, I fucked it up. Shoot. Yeah, I did unfortunately fuck it up. Oh, but I still made it there. Okay. That's not bad. Only got 1 persuasion from that. That's not enough. 8. That's pretty good. And I got popular. Nice. People are a little concerned when you haul out a mushwood log in an industrial-side plat cutter, but swiftly become amazed as you hack at the log until a basic shape forms. You switch to the details, blocking in facial features with fine tuning. You reveal the work of your flourish, a bust of yourself. How novel. You win by a large margin. Nice. After the festivities, everyone is supposed to take a few days vacation. You and your friends relax, but the adults move around the colony like ants on a hive, fortifying the walls and preparing for the human offense against the planet. Alright, we gotta stop this human offense that's going on here. That's not happening under my watch. Tang, we gotta talk. Tang seems especially troubled today, so you invite her on a long walk around the inner wall. That's Tang Thing, though. Thinking walks. She's touched that you know her that well. She talks in fitful bursts, then lapses into long silences. Finally, she stops and puts her hands on the wall like she's bracing herself. Solana, something's been bothering me. Is it morally defensible to do something that people wouldn't approve of if you're doing it for their best interests? What if you don't have a choice? Yeah, I know about your plague. Hank smiles, though it doesn't reach her eyes. It was only a matter of time, I suppose. Sometimes it seems like you know everything that goes on in the colony. Thank you again for your help. You were really instrumental in overcoming several hurdles, whether you know or not. That was a terrible... Here's the thing, like... This part of, like, building plus 1 to Tang is the shortcut that you'll get when you achieve it. A lot of those things also come with curing the Shimmer. So you have to cure the Shimmer to save your dad, which means you kind of also have to do this, unfortunately. As your friend, please don't do this. As my friend, a real friend would understand why I have to do this. I have to protect Dr. Itzitz. I have to protect the colony. She pushes herself off the wall and starts walking away. I don't want to do it, Solana, she says miserably. If I don't help Instance, though, Luma's gonna kill her. The colony needs her. I need her. I don't know what I'll do without her. I don't know. Maybe we can convince him to stop. Yes, we absolutely can. Pink scrubs her hand against her eyes and turns to you. She looks so impossibly tired, and for a moment, as young as she really is, Luma's forcing us to work on the virus. I don't know what to do. We should go talk to him now. Tang goes with you to confront Governor Loom. She looks scared. Loom is alone on the bridge. This is your chance to try and convince him to change course of his genocidal virus. Loom looks up from his holopalm when you enter. What is it? I'm busy. Tang raises her chin and takes a breath to steady her nerves beside you. You hope she's still willing to go through this. You tell Governor Loom that you know everything about the bioengineered plague he intends to unleash upon the planet, how he pressed Instance and Ting into creating it under threat of death, and how it will kill every living thing on Vertumna. Loom listens intently, his face growing colder as you speak. You don't understand what you're talking about, Solana. I'm the governor here. I make the decisions. I have evidence, and I will tell everyone. You show him what you found in Instance's lab, all of her notes and recordings, even her personal logs about her concerns over how they haven't managed to find a way to neutralize the dangerous fauna without causing a complete ecological collapse. Loom's face goes red, and he's uncharacteristically somber. I don't know how you got this, but it is damning. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. You stare at Loom, that's it? That means you can go. Leave before I change my mind and throw you in the brig for espionage charges. You have averted what could only have been a complete destruction of Vertumia ecosystem and save Instance's life. You can breathe a little easier today. So there are multiple ways to overcome this plague. You can do it this way, which I think is honestly the easiest way to do it. You just have to have high friendship with Tang, and you basically just figured out, especially when you go in for that event when we were in on engineering and they're like, oh, they left the door open. There are like 4 different possible checks that you could do to find this information. So it's not particularly hard. The other way to do it is if you go and tell Dis what's happening, he will plant a bomb and explode the science building, which also works, but then Dis like flees for his life, and that's not ideal either. Tang is working late in the lab, as usual. What's unusual, though, is a smile that brightens her face when she looks up from her microscope and sees you. Solana, oh, I'm glad you're here. It's just... No, actually, why don't you come over and see for yourself? You take a look in her microscope. Look at the shape of the spores. I've only seen this once before when we were studying the shimmer fungus, but this fungus isn't any of the ones we identified as capable of spreading the shimmer. She pushes you aside and looks through the microscope again, which makes more notes on her HoloLens. Just when I think I've got an understanding of something, Solana, this could change everything. More species are capable of spreading the spores, then the shimmer response is more widespread than we previously thought, possibly even planet-wide phenomenon. Tang looks positively energized. Because it's a new species, I could submit a suggestion for its name. What do you think? Should I name it after you? I'd be honored. Tang smiles and inputs your name into her hollow eye. With a slight gesture of her hand, Tang's hollow eye turns off. She sighs, then rubs her thumb and index finger over her eyes. It's even later than usual for me, isn't it? Time to pack up and get going before the situation team arrives in the morning. The sanitation team, not the situation team. Just imagine a team coming in whenever there's a situation. She yawns, then blinks rapidly in surprise. It seems that even I'm tired. You help her pack up her workstation. She turns off the lights with a last fond look at her laboratory. You and Tang take a long walk through the colony, walking in companionable silence towards the general direction of the living quarters. You've come to enjoy these walks with Tang, moving like twin spirits through a sleeping world. Tang stops you before you head back to the living quarters. Actually, let's not go straight back. I want to stay out a little longer. You and Tang climb up the walls where the winds coming from the forest is stronger, and keep walking. The wilderness is dark and impenetrable past the defensive perimeter. Tang keeps you on the outside edge, subconsciously or possibly consciously, putting you between her and it. I hate thinking about what's out there, she says quietly. Predators, dangers, disease, all the monsters that have terrified humanity since the dawn of time, and they're right outside those walls. It's not so bad out there. She links her fingers behind her back as she walks. All the same, I think I've finally come to appreciate it for what it is, opportunity. How many scientists have truly been afforded this freedom of discovery, a seemingly limitless buffet of knowledge? Tang looks towards the wilderness and smiles wistfully. Vertumia is full of dangers, yes, but I find myself also feeling a curious sense of wonder. Awe, perhaps. You walk a little farther before Tang, seemingly in the middle of some deep thought, stops and turns to you. Solana, are you happy here? She winces, then bites her lip. No, I don't mean happy, precisely. Happiness is irrelevant to the survival situation. Okay. What I mean is, do you imagine a future here? One that you would have chosen for yourself should you have been given the option? Are you fulfilled? Am I fulfilled? I'm existing. What a miserable existence we lead. Honestly, I despise the physical realities of living here. The smell, the cramped quarters, the constant threat of attack, of disease, everyone's meaningless interpretations squabble, amplified by proximity and stress. I can feel them weighing me down. She laughs humorously. But we don't have a choice, do we? Therefore, the only rational decision to make is the best of what we have. To accept otherwise is to accept misery and death. Yeah, that's true. It's not a great way to think about it, but, plus 6 if this is the highest value. Okay. That's the Tang you know so well. You walk until the chill of the night settles into your skin, then descends from the wall and walks back to the living quarters. Tang hesitates at the threshold. Anyone else might not have noticed, but you know Tang. Probably better than anyone in the colony, even her own brother. What's wrong? Oh, nothing. Just thinking, which is nothing new. You, probably more than anyone else in the colony, know what it feels like to conceal your true feelings under a serene facade. I mean, no offense, but we're alike in that way. I can't help but feel unsettled by everything we have yet to face. Unsettled is an imprecise word. You want a hug? Yes, I do, actually. You enfold Tang in a gentle hug. After a few seconds of stunned inaction, Tang wraps her arms limply around you as well. You spread your hands wide and hold her more tightly, trying to manifest the right kind of comforting energy to resonate through Tang's shield. Either you manage or she simply relents, but Tang rests her head on top of yours and sighs. This is where I talk about how physical touch encourages the production of oxytocin, which is a bonding hormone. Yes, Tang. I know you know that, though, so I'll simply say this is nice. Thank you. Tang straightens her coat. I am aware I'm not the easiest person to befriend. Among my many admirable qualities, I am often cold, brisk, and tactless. I owe you my thanks for taking the time to see through that. I don't know why you would have bothered, but I'm grateful. She looks toward the living quarters, as if steeling herself. You don't have to be alone. Interesting proposition. We could just keep each other company. I'd like that. Thank you. You retire back to Tang's quarters, a largely sterile sleeping room with a few human touches, save for a few neglected plants and ratty blankets that you recognize as the kind Chief Stewart Anne used to knit by hand for every kid. There's a physical photo of Tang and Instance posed awkwardly together, as if they've been working on something and told to take a break to smile for camera. You keep Tang quiet company for a few hours, trading bits of conversation until the first sun starts to rise. You look over and see that Tang's eyes have closed and her face has finally gone slack in much needed sleep. You pull the blanket over her and close your eyes as well, to catch a few hours before you're both expected back at work. Lovely. Did I give you a gift? No. You want a crystal? I have a bunch of them. Happy birthday to me. Oh, I forgot it was your birthday. Hi, Tammy. Tammy is sweeping the front stoop of the lounge, humming a little song. As you approach, you see her standing straighter and rubber back. Now that you know, it's clear she's pregnant. No wonder how you didn't catch on before Vertumnalia. It's still mind-blowing that she's gonna have a baby. The first child born from someone who was themselves born in space. It's hard to believe she's only 1 year older than you. Little Tammy who cried when toys break and is scared to leave the wall. She's gonna be a mom. Tammy looks up as you approach and smiles. Hello, Solana. It's so nice today, don't you think? She always thinks it's nice, even when it's pouring rain. It must be nice to be so cheerful. You look beautiful. Thank you, Solana. That's sweet. She does seem more centered and confident than you ever known her to be. It radiates off her like a warm, glowing sun. When Loom had her on stage, embarrassed in front of the whole colony, he kept thinking, wow, Tammy's really grown up now. Tammy leans on her prunes with a dreamy smile. I thought about it for a long time and talked to Aunt Anne and Dr. Instance and my dad. I've always known I wanted children. Lots of them. So why not start now? That's fair, I guess. Aunt Anne and I are going to run the new creche, so I'll have plenty of help raising them, the same way I was raised. I might not be the strongest or smartest person in the colony, but I'm going to be the best mom. I know I can do it. Do you ever want kids? Do I want kids? If I'm going to date Rex, yeah, 1 or 2, maybe. That's nice, Lana. I can't wait to see them in the creche. Tammy goes back to sweeping the stoop, adding little snippets of lyrics to her made-up songs. So cute. Anybody else got anything going on? Got your present. It's a log. I guess, I imagine you would never have guessed that. And I have a hug for you. Can we talk about our relationship? What does this prompt? Can we be exclusive? No, he's not the kind that's interested in doing that. And frankly, I'm not either right now, because I still want to date, Tim. I found you a crystal. Yay. Are we best friends? Close. Very close. Cal? Do you want... Just kidding, I already gave you something. Just kidding. Nem. Did I give you an egg already? Face? I hate you. Okay. Nem, hi. Something's off with Nem today. You can tell just by watching her train that she's moving more slowly and seems distracted. Every so often, she breaks form to stare at Vase, who's working with a group of trainees on the other side of the garrison. Oh, is this the start of us breaking up, Vase and Nem? It's so early. Oh, I forgot that I have bonuses. Kudos doubled. Whoa. Okay. Her unit leader singles her out and chastises her, gesturing for her to take a break and get her head on straight. Nem scowls as she slinks over to the rest area, where you hand her a water bottle. Water. Yum. Hey, you, she says, shooting you a little flicker of a smile as she takes a drink. What's up? Mace isn't talking to me, Nem replies, sighing heavily as she recaps her water bottle. It's been 2 days and he just acts like I'm not even here. I try to talk to him and he just says he needs time to think. We got into it about how much time you and I spend together. He thinks you like me, and I told him it's not like that. We're just friends, but... Nem exhales noisily and scrubs her heel of her palm into her eyes. Maybe the problem is he just doesn't know you that well. He doesn't trust you around me, that's all. He is a scumbag, but I don't know that she would like me saying this. I've never actually done this before. I've never gone in the route where you break them up, so I'm kind of just guessing at this point. I could talk to him. I'll talk to him. Oh, you don't have to do that. I mean, you can if it comes up, but press her arms and picks at the scales on her elbows. Please don't just storm off and talk to him, okay? If he knows that I talked to you about it, she blinks and shakes her head, after shaking off a bad thought. You know what? Never mind, okay? It's nothing. I'm sure he'll come back around eventually. You and me were just friends, right? He's not worth it. She whips her head towards you, shocked. What? How could you say that? Yeah, I know he gets it sometime, but he's still my boyfriend. The way he treats you isn't healthy. Persuasion of 30 or empathy of 30. I have both of those, thankfully. Those are pretty low checks for this late in the game. Kind of surprised. Nem's eyebrows furrow. What do you mean, Solana? Do you like when he accuses you? Nem frowns. No, obviously. What does that have to do with anything? The problem isn't you, it's him. You tell her you shouldn't have to constantly prove herself to Vase. I've never thought of it that way. It's like, we have this argument all the time. He gets mad because he thinks I was talking to someone too long, or because I said something that set him off. And when you talk to him about it? Well, he gets really upset that I'm upset with him, and then I have to apologize and reassure him I love him, and it's always this whole thing. She sighs. I'm just so tired of it, you know? I don't know what else to do. I don't know if there's anything else I can do. Break them up! Yes, I did it! Woo! Wow, that was so much easier than I thought it was gonna be. I thought that this was gonna be really hard. Alright, Nem wipes her eyes. I don't know what to think. I'll talk to him about it and see what he says. He deserves a chance to explain himself, but her gaze darts back to Vase. I don't know if he'll be able to. Thank you for talking to me about this, Solana. You're my best friend on the whole planet. Oh, damn. We are pretty good friends, aren't we? Alright, let's go out and do some events in the bar, in the cafe. Yes, please. Rex is always happy to see you behind the bar. Not the least because it means he can take a break. But even when you're working, he always finds some way to sneak some time with you. If he spends more time in the supply room than behind the bar, well, that's between you and Rex. Cute. Okay. I got some 5s plus 2 for each gem. I've only got 1 gem card. Card to the right is yellow, 1 to both. I could do like this, and then I could put a... That becomes a 7. That's pretty good. And then I could plus 1 for each gem. That would only be a 4, which is not that good. I could just stack some 5s. Oh, what if I go like here? And then 5s here? Well, that's almost enough. Oh, I could just do some... I've got stress 0. It's fine. I can afford to take a little bit of stress. Empathy, creativity, kudos. Wow, look at all those kudos I got. I'm rolling in it. What's my empathy at? 57. Nice. Alright, I want to do things while I have popular to get my kudos increases. I already gave out gifts, so don't need to worry about that. What happens if I go over here? Can I still... no. I do need to get persuasion up a little bit more still, but I guess I could do that here since I have this. Yeah, let's do that. I want to get my persuasion up to 60 because I do want to unlock the Loom event for the overthrowing the governor course of action, which isn't going to come for like another year, but I'd rather get it over with now than later. The mood is somber as Mars calls the secret fun time club meeting in order. Nemini won't be joining us today, she announces, or probably ever. She told me she's too busy with training and stuff, and she didn't want to do any more sneaking around. It's okay, she was kind of a square anyways. But we need someone to replace her. Then the Helios kids are pretty cool. They like clubs and stuff, right? We should talk to them and see if they want to join the SFC. Oh, and it's just FFC now. Secret Fun Time Club was okay when we were little, but we're practically adults now. What about the new governor? I know he's technically an adult, but he's fairly young. It could be beneficial to have someone with actual clout on our side. Mars kept Tang the withered look. We already have someone important in the club, Tang, but thank you for your contribution. Crosses her arms and think, I mean, Loom's alright, kind of dumb, but like, you don't have to be smart to be hot, you know? Yeah, that's one way of thinking about it. I can't believe Utica just let him be in charge. I've listened in on some of the council meetings and they're total chaos. He has no idea what he's doing. That's kind of mean, Mars. I'm sure he's trying his best. We should invite him over for snacks and tea and see if he needs help learning how to fit in. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to invite Rex. You say you're going to try to recruit Rex, and Mars immediately invites herself along. What? He's hot, okay? You explain to Rex about the SFC. I'm in, he says, before you can even ask him to join. Sounds like fun. I love group stuff, but Nomi has to come too. They're my best friend, and they hate being left out. If you want me, you gotta bring Nomi. Yeah, that's fine. Mars twirls her hair around her fingers. Not a problem. Maybe you and I could meet up sometime and I could catch you up on what you missed. Rex winks at Mars and says he'd love that. You get the sense that maybe you didn't need to be here after all. I got a big 12 card. Card becomes a 4. That sucks. I could put this 4 here. Ooh, card to the right becomes a 5? Nope, that doesn't work on that spot. Just kidding. I guess I'll just stack some 5s. 44. Yeah, okay. Pretty good. Organization, persuasion, kudos, stress. Okay, nice. I have enough persuasion now to do the governor thing. I don't really know what you do with organization, I'm gonna be honest. I don't totally know what that skill gives you. Alright, it's early wet, it's people's birthdays, specifically Mars's. I have a gem for you. It is your birthday, isn't it? Okay, real quick, I'm going to try to get my PNG thing to work. I don't know why it's not working. Taking a quick side journey. Are you working now? What's happening? Microphone. Yes? It's like not even picking up. Oh, there we go. Now it's working. Alright, problem solved. Great. Hey, Rex, what's up? Walking around the courtyard looking for Rex when something moves quickly at the corner of your vision. You skillfully dodge the frisbee that had been heading straight for your head. The disc clatters harmlessly to the ground a few meters away. Rex jogs over and picks up the frisbee. Hey, La Solana, he hails you. Sorry about that, I'm playing catch with Nougat. Well, she's got a hell of an arm on her. Because she used to be a big into sports ball. Good thing I'm so high energy, right? I've been helping Tammy take care of the kids, Rex continues, spinning the frisbee on his fingertips. You told me you all used to raise children together before the creche was destroyed. I'd like to see that. You're so lucky. Going to the creche with a bunch of other kids sounds like so much fun. Just playing together all the time. That's my dream. Hey. Throw the frisbee. Stop talking to your girlfriend. Girlfriend, Rex explained in a mock affront. What I do with Solana is none of your business, Squirt. Rex grabbed Nougat around her middle and zooms her around like a spaceship. Nougat screams in delight, kicking and flailing until Rex sets her back on their feet. It's your turn to run. Go on, get. Nougat takes off, yelling at the top of her lungs. Man, oh, whoops, I went too fast. Kids, am I right? Rex says. They're great, though. I'm glad there's so many of them here. They're always someone to play with. Not just kids, but babies. Real planet-grown babies, he continues excitedly. I can't wait for Tammy to have her baby. I'm gonna be her #1 babysitter, and that kid's #1 uncle. How about you? Do you want kids? Yeah, maybe 1 or 2. Yeah, that'd be nice, I think. Oh, yeah, obviously, yes. Rex answers immediately. I want like 1 billion kids. Every kid in the colony can be my kid, absolutely. I don't even have to be their dad, you know. Who cares about genetics or whatever? He looks over at Nougat, who's waving her arms, agitated, waiting for Rex to throw the frisbee. Rex does, and boy does it go far. Nougat takes off running against it and as it soars over her head. I just want there to be kids everywhere, Rex finishes his thoughts. Lots of kids that mean that the community is healthy and everything is at peace, and people are optimistic about the future. Oh, that's a good way to think about it. Plus, kids are so great. I love making silly faces at babies and crawling around on all fours with toddlers and wrestling with big kids and helping them with school and stuff. It's fun. Rex scratches the back of his head. On the Helios, we were kind of expected to stop playing so much when we started the education program. Any playing we did was supposed to be like sports and endurance and real future soldier kind of shit. Sometimes I wish I could get a do-over. Like, if I could go back before everyone cared about their big guns and their big dicks, he says, making a winking motion. Kids don't care about that kind of stuff, he continues. They're just innocent, pure of heart, you know? They don't have all these thoughts, I guess. It's at this moment that the frisbee reasserts itself as an equal participant in the conversation. Rex's attention goes to it immediately, his ears perking up as he leaps up to catches it before it can menace you again. Ha, that was close. I'm gonna go back to playing with Nougat before she hurts someone. Nice talking to you, Solana. Yes, it's always nice to talk to Rex. We love Rex here. Hello, Mars. You're surprised that Mars' soft hand covered your eyes. Solana, come with me, I was surprised. Oh dear. Giggling, Mars leads you to her bedroom and removes her hand from her eyes. Still giggling, she gestures a canvas-covered easel in the middle of the bedroom. Ta-da! Present? Mars grabs the canvas and pulls it away from the easel with a dramatic flourish. In the painting, Mars is standing atop a mountain, raising her fist to the sky as lightning crashes around her. In her other hand, she is grasping a flag emblazoned with an image of the stratospheric. You are there as well, standing just below her and brandishing a laser pistol. You know for a fact it's far too cool for the likes of colony defense. Mars runs her fingers down the painting's elegant frame. It looks like real wood, not nanoprint. I commissioned this from Nomi, like a genuine patron of the art. It might be the first piece of fine art ever created on this boring rock. What do you think? Yeah, it's crazy. That's awesome. Of course, darling. Only my best for you. I only gave you 10 gold. I can't imagine the commission you would get for 100 gold. Holy God. Mars folds the canvas and sets it aside, then sits down on your bed. She bids you to come sit next to her and takes your hands in hers. I just want to do something to thank you for everything you've done for me, she says. She squeezes your hands. You're my best friend on this whole planet. You really get me. We're BFFFE. Best friends for freaking ever. Oh. I promise I'll keep you on your toes. I expect nothing less, she replies. She seems genuinely sincere. The problem with people in power is that no one has the guts to stand up to them, tell them when they're wrong. Talk for hours about your lives and plans for the future. Then as the yellow afternoon sun sets, the two of you step out your balcony and watch the colony grounds. Mars pulls out a glass from where she's hiding it under your bed. It's no 1945 Chateau Monte Rothschild, she says, uncapping the nanoprinted bottle with satisfying thump. But it'll do. +5, kudos. Woo, look at that boy, that's good. Pour what's left in the canteen into a nearby potted plant, and Mars fills it with a fermented mushroom wine. Cheers to us, she says, clinking the bottle with your canteen. Together, there's nothing we can't do. Oh, that's cute. I like that event. I like that one a lot. All right, let's... Oh, I can do this now. I can apply to do this. You overhear another meeting between Seek and Loom. It's not that you're spying again, you're just curious. There seems to be a disagreement about other administrative tasks that Loom doesn't want to do. Does he do anything? I can help. You walk straight up to the two of them and declare you'd be perfect governor assistant. You can handle all the mindless busy work, freeing Loom from his very important job of running the colony. Seek looks as annoyed with you as they are with Loom. The governor, however, is pleased by your audacity. He walks you to the bridge. Good. You could share the desk over there with Mars. You've worked with Mars before, right? Good kid. Strong image. She handles the social media presence. Oh, great. Ooh, nice. Okay. I'm pretty sure that this will come in handy a little bit later when we're trying to overthrow the governor. But that's not what we're doing right now. That's not the point of what we're here for. I don't know why we're there, actually. Whose birthday? It's Mars's birthday. Okay, I did Mars's... I gave her a present already. Cal, do you want an egg? I know you do. Let's do the bar again. Sam? I got you an egg. I'm starving. True. Who else do we got? Oh, was that a thing? Ooh, flower. Look at that. What about Dis? I haven't seen Dis around in a while. What you got going on, Dis? Ooh, Blob. Know me. Would you like a crystal? I only have one crystal left. That's okay. You can have it. Dis, what do you got? Anything? No. Nothing of interest from Dis. That's okay. Tammy? Did I give you a gift? I have flowers. I just picked one up off the ground, actually. You can have it. It's probably still got dirt on it. You're welcome. Alright, more time in the bar. Cafe! Rex stumbles in just as the workday is about to start, bleary-eyed and hair all rumpled up to one side. You ask him what'll it be and he makes a long, tired noise. Surprise me, but nothing too stiff. I have to drive the hover loader in an hour. You make him a bleep latte with float cow milk. It has milk in it. That's like breakfast, right? What flourish do you draw from the foam? Oh, I'll do a little heart. That could be cute. A good portrait. I'm already dating him. Do I need to continue to flirt with him? Yeah. Let's do the good portrait. I think that's cool. +1 creativity. +2 kudos. Ooh. Whoa. This is great. Have you been practicing? He gives you a big tip. Well, medium tip anyway. Rex doesn't have a lot of kudos. He spends them all impressing Mars. Yeah, that's fair. Rex stays a while to enjoy his latte, even though it makes him late for work. I'm so glad this place is finally done. The colony really needed a place that was just made for relaxing in, right? You admire Rex's handiwork, and he admires your latte brewing. +2 to cards with gems. Oh, that's so cute! Look at that! I love that! Get to work, okay. Alright, we got stacks and stacks of 5s. All red cards under 3 become 3. Well, that's not gonna be a problem for us. 5, 5, 5. I don't have any gems. 4, 3. 35? What about this? 37? That's more. Yeah. That's pretty good. Empathy, creativity. Wow, look at all those kudos I'm getting. I'm rolling in them. Oh, I need to thin down my deck a little bit. Okay, let's go to the swamp. Today. I need to visit the spa to clear out my deck. Let's see, what can I get rid of? This one I like, but I hate. I wish it wasn't a 1, is the only thing. I wish it was like a 4 or something. Or 2, even. Let's see, I've got a couple of red 2s. Let's get rid of you. Also, I wish it didn't start me all the way back at the bottom when I finished making a choice. Card to the right becomes 3. That's not really that good, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna get rid of this one. Because probability is that the card I'm gonna put down is gonna be more than a 3. I can get rid of a couple more. I kind of want to get rid of some of these wild cards. They're not really that great. Especially not when I have like 50 of them. Let's get rid of... What else? What else do I have that I want to get rid of? A lot of these. Like, I like 5s, don't get me wrong, but I've got a lot of them. It's because I've won, like, every single science champion that there has been. Except for 1 year. I didn't win 1 year. Just because I'm a silly person. I think I am actually gonna get rid of this. If I'm being honest. I don't think it's worth it. Okay. We've done that. Now let's go to the swamp. I have never been to the swamp before, actually. Because you have to do it with Vase, and I hate that man's guts, so I haven't I haven't never done it. Hunt in the swamps. Alright, we're going. But I have to do it because I want to get the Venusaur pet. Which is all the way at the end. Hello. You look down the drone rifle in your hand. This is big leagues. Finally, you're gonna get out there and take the fight to the enemy. No messing around. These animals are dangerous. They want to kill you, probably as much as you want to kill them. Oh, well, I don't want to kill them at all, so... Your job is to get them first. Let me update my thingy real quick. There we go. There. That's better. Utopia size, and by no messing around... don't go taking risks. There'll always be animals out there, but they're a lot harder to replace. Take down anything edible, tag it for reclamation. I don't need a buddy, he grumbles. No offense, Lona, but you only hold me back. Brett shakes his head. You two are a good match. I want you to watch each other's backs out there. Stay within transceiver range of each other at all times. You might not be able to reach the colony or Utopia, but you'll have each other. Yeah, sure, whatever. You guess if Security Chief Reed says that you need a buddy, Vase isn't a bad choice. He's handy with a rifle, at least. Brett takes off his glider and Vase turns to you. You better keep up with me. We might be stuck together, but that doesn't mean I need your help. I'm gonna get the kills and all the kudos, so just let me do the work and stay out of the way. The subaqueous swamps are especially dangerous. Something in the air makes the beasties here all kinds of fickle. It could be the storms, but normally docile creatures are might more aggressive. And to be perfectly straight with you, some of the darn scariest things are out here in the swamps. I don't much love that they're sending you kids out on a literal war zone. I've been to the swamps for all this war business. It's a beautiful place, even if it's real spooky. It hurts my heart to see soldiers tromping all over it. He summons up with a smile, but I know teenagers can be as capable as adults when it comes to surveying and hunting. You got faster reflexes and stronger stamina than a lot of the old codgers. Just try not to take any stupid risks out there, okay? Yeah. You're not my aunt. And I don't need a coward telling me what I'm capable of. Ugh, God, Face. I can't fucking stand that, man. I'm not even here for you. I don't care about you. I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm not gonna interact with you. You can... fuck off. Frankly. I don't know the route because I've never been here before, so I'm just gonna kinda... find my way. Ooh, robber. I wonder if I'll find, Sim here. I'm sure I will. Egg. Stairs. That's interesting. Okay. Lots of, manticores. Luckily for me, I can just skip right past them. Ooh, one of these things. These give me engineering. I think I might... I'll come back for that. I want to do the thing at the very end, and then I'll come back for the things I want to do. The secondary things that I want to do. This is an interesting location. Oh, here you are, my friend. Getting late and you and Vase should be heading home soon. Then you spot it, there on the plateau, half of a click away, glittering in the beam of blue evening light, a unisaur. There it is. You pull out your holocular. I don't like that word. This one is particularly beautiful color, a pale bluish white. The last rays of sunlight shimmer through its rainbow mane as its paws on the ground and sniffs the air. It draws out a terrible beauty. The question is, when did it last eat? Try to get closer. Card becomes a 4. Oh, wow, okay, I could do like one of these boys. Would this be... no. 19, okay, not a bad start. Plus 5 if in first or last place. 4. Does that increase? Oh, it does. Put you here, that would increase you. And then I could put some 5s down. That's not bad. 34, that's doable. Especially when I start with like 13. 8. Card becomes a 4. That's a little bit unfortunate, but I can put my wild down. Plus 1 for each gem. That's not that good. Part of the right is blue. Ooh, yeah. 5 and a 5 here. That's pretty good. 43 out of 47. Fine. Vase watches you, expecting something bad to happen. You approach very, very slowly, pausing for a few minutes at a time for it to get used to your scent. It takes almost an hour to work your way up the plateau, but when you do the unisaur bow, it seems to accept you. What do? Ugh, I'm gonna film it. It's too beautiful. Oh, that's an interesting card. No, I'm gonna try to capture it. This beautiful wild beast is far from tame, and you wonder if this is the right thing to do, but you know if it was Vase's choice, you would just kill it, and surely this is more merciful. You have a moment where you look in its eyes and see intelligence, murderous intelligence. But it actually follows you down the slope without any troubles at all. You get the sense that it's chosen you, or at least it's curious enough that you want to learn more about you. Yay! You write to your dad and let him know you're bringing home a new unisaur. A unisaur? He chuckles. No idea what we're gonna do with one of those, but we'll figure it out. Sure looks like it trusts you. Make sure you come by Geoponics to keep that thing bound up. We could use a hand with the other animals too. Okay. Cool. Thanks, Dad. So the unisaur event doesn't end there. You have to like go to the stables and tame it, basically. Which I don't think will be too much of a problem for us. Our stats are all pretty high at this point. But now the only pet that we have left is the robot from engineering. We find the thumper, follow the sound, and find Rhett and Utopia doing the same thing. You're saying this is some kind of alien tech? Huh, they must have left it run when they left. Is that why the animals are so aggressive? Rhett beckons you over. Hey, it's the star hunting team. Well, we'll have better luck tracking down the thumper if we split up. Here, take these. If you find them, you blow it back into space. Vase looks at you like you can't believe your luck. A top priority demolition mission. Track down the thumper. Okay. I was hoping that this would give me engineering points, not... perception, because I really don't need perception, but that's fine. +1 for each gem on other cards. No, that's fine. What do we got? What do we got here? +6 if card to the right is blue. Ooh. If I go like... I could do a... Wait. That was not the card I meant. This one. 7? I would really like to put a 6 here. Oh, there we go. Nice. Speak of the devil. Speak it and it will become true. +7 if this is the only blue card. That's... I don't think that is going to happen, I'm afraid. 8. Well, if I put this one down, it'll be a 10. Which is pretty good. +2 to cards with gems. Oh. 12. +2 to last card. 14. Holy Jiminy. Alright. That's pretty darn good. That's pretty good for me. Perception. I don't care about perception. You follow the thumping sound back to the alien pyramid of shining black rocks. This one is half submerged in the muck, and its vibration have liquefied much of the ground here, and making the standing water ripple nervously. Creatures nearby are acting strangely, too. It looks ancient and overgrown. Also technologically advanced enough, but beyond your comprehension. It's a strange blend of organic and inorganic parts. You could destroy it, as Rhett requested, or you could study it. You already know which one Base would rather do. You're considering the option, you hear a growling noise from behind you. Rising out of the shivering muck are several Xenos drawn mad by the ceaseless thumping. We can fight them. Sure. Get my combat up a little bit. Why not? Card gets +3. Ooh, boy. Pretty fucking good. Alright, this is gonna end up as a 6. I could just get my blues out. Yeah, that's fine. +1, +2 to last card. If card to the right is yellow, I could do like a 5, a 5, a... Well, I don't really like this card. I don't like this card much at all. That's gonna be pretty high. 7? Nice, okay. And then 5, 4, 3. That might not be worth it. +1 for each gem. That'd be 8. That's pretty good. What if I put... I'm trying to think. Value is wild. No, that's not better. 30. I could just put a log down, or I could just push through it. What about you? No, you're not better. I'm kind of thinking that this is the best that I can put out. What if I put, like, here, and put you at the end? Five, 4... Oh, that's because it gets +3. Right. What if I put the 6? 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Great. I'm gonna try to redirect this. Stupid animals. What are we gonna do with this thing? No, we're not gonna blow it up. We're gonna fucking use our brains for once. God forbid you use your brain, you stupid meat man. +1 to flushes. No, I don't have the right hand for that, unfortunately. Hold on to it. I have a lot of 4s. Card to the right is blue, +1 to both. I could do something like that. It's 20. What if I put... Yeah, no. Okay. 7. Oh, no. I need to hold on to this. +6 if this is the highest value. It's not going to. Card becomes a 4. Let's put down some 4s, how about? 4? 4? 4? 4. Yeah. And then we're gonna do our 7, 6, 5, 4, +3 to card to the right. That'll mess up my flush. 39, 41. Yeah, that's better. Still not perfect. No, that's not better. I wish that said this was a 3. Man, that's too bad. Just use a log. Well, actually, that'll fuck some stuff up. Draw a card. +1 to a card. Change suite. +2 to last card. +2 to cards with gems. Let's put this one down. Put you around, I think. 6s. We got stacks of 6s. What is this? 36, 37. Hmm. 38. That's still not better than what I had. Oh, 45. Nice. Oh, yes. Nice. Okay. +1 engineering. And +1 colony defense. It's alien tech far beyond your ken, but you puzzle over it with the help of Holopalm and some creative risk-taking. You redirect the beam away from the colony, then break the mechanisms to change it back, just in case. Rhett is a little miffed you didn't blow it up, but Utopia slips you some kudos for preserving it for later study. Yeah, me and Utopia, we're on the same side. We get each other. We're on the same team here. I love Utopia. Maybe I'll romance for Utopia one of these days. I don't really want to interact with the Manticore. They're never very nice. And I don't want to use up all of my stress because I want to go and do the thing with the Unisaur. And I don't want to have to worry about sleeping. So that's maybe all. That's maybe all we do here. That was the really one pivotal event that I care about. I'm getting the impression that a lot of these things will be like, oh, Vase thinks that you should smash it, and us saying, no, I don't want to smash it. And I just don't really care about that course of action. So let's head back. Yeah, let's go home. Yes, let's go home. Animal combat, yeah. Not particularly important for us. Alright, I need to go help my daddy-o over here. Tend to the animals. I'm pretty sure that this is the one that will let me do the thing. So let's try it. You meet your dad in the animal pen, fresh and ready for your first day on the new job. Oh, Pumpkin, I'm sorry to tell you you're overdressed. You're gonna get dirtier. Let's work on your... Let's get to work. I know they're cute, but these ladies aren't pets. They're livestock. More than that, they're not really domesticated like our animals back on Earth. They're more, like, tame. Give the animals a lot of room to roam, and we feed them well. They're not gonna get chased down and eaten by bigger animals. And we help them if they're sick. We gotta be careful with them. We're pretty lucky that Vertumia has herd animals. Makes it a little easier. Well, kudos. Well, kiddo, we've got all these animals. What do you want to learn about? My Unisaur. Your dad whistles. Yeah, that thing. We're not really sure what to do about it, honestly. People don't really domesticate carnivores on purpose. Because you have to raise their prey, too. And it takes a load of food to keep carnivores happy. And you have to keep a Unisaur happy. They get really dangerous when they're hungry. It's pretty, though. Maybe the horn could be useful for something. Honestly, it's more of a pet than a farm animal. Maybe we could train it to guard the colony. We're still figuring it out. Let's get started. Great. That's the kind of energy I want to see. We need someone to muck around the float cow stalls. They might float, but their poop sure doesn't. Have fun. You should probably do something about the Unisaur you captured. Yeah, we should. We should, shouldn't we? It's eating its way through everything. It doesn't actually produce any food, and the other ranchers are starting to get annoyed by its attitude. Like, it knows something they don't. It's creepy. You figure you may as well try to get it used to taking a rider. If people could ride Unisaurs around, that would be pretty useful, especially when the robots and vehicles start breaking down. You bring it outside, it stares at you with an eerily intelligent eye as you approach with a saddle and only shimmies a little as you strap it on its back. You brace yourself and hop on. Ride that Unisaur! Yeah! The Unisaur takes off on a run, ducking and weaving as it tries to throw you off. You get down low in the saddle and wrap your arms around its neck. The Unisaur is an unusually intelligent animal. You can sense it's trying to figure out how to throw you off, or just make it too uncomfortable for you to hang on. It slams its body against the wall of the pen, trying to snap your legs. When that doesn't work, it tries rearing up on its hind legs, or reaching back to scratch you with its hand-like paws. It tosses its head to try to gauge you with its horn. It's uncomfortable, but you're no stranger to discomfort, and you're not gonna let this Unisaur dominate you. You hang on until the Unisaur stops fighting, its great sides heaving under your legs. You pat its scaly neck, and it tosses its head like it's sighing. You get the sense that you haven't really broken it, more that you've just convinced it that it'd be less of a hassle if it just plays along. Success! You can convince her to let you ride her now. Oh yeah, now that you get her to stand still long enough to check, you're determined the Unisaur is female. What do you name your magnificent beast? +3 for rainbow flushes. Oh. Okay, well, I'm never gonna get a rainbow flush, so that's not gonna happen. Social, mental, physical cards together in any order. With no wild cards. Oh, I see. Okay. I don't really think that that's that good, if I'm being honest. Let's name her Clever Girl. Yeah, that's good. You and Clever Girl should be very happy together. Oh, I got the Unisaur! Yay! 7s. +1 for each gem. This will be a 5, won't it? And then I could just stack some 5s. That's not bad. Animal empathy, kudos, stress. All is well. Alright, we're on to glow. Who is out and about during glow? I do not remember. Sam? Would you like an egg? I got one just for you. You're welcome. Look at my Unisaur! What sound does it make? Oh. Interesting. Oh. Oh my god, look at him. They're all so cute. Oh, I love them all. Okay. We're going to do more stuff in the bar after I give you this fruit. You're welcome. How's my organization? Is it high enough? No. Work in the cafe. Here we go. There are long periods where there's not really anything to do except clean the bar, punctuated by times when it seems like everyone in the whole colony is trying to get a drink. You use the downtime to catch up on some reading. With the breeze filtering through the bars, it's probably the nicest place in the colony to have to kill time. Yeah, this bar does look really nice, I'm gonna be honest. I would hang out here. +1 to all yellow challenges. Card to the right becomes wild. I don't really like this card. I think I'm maybe gonna get rid of this card. Or... oh, +2 to card to the right. Ooh. I don't really need these to become wild. Alright. I'm not gonna join the colony defense. I don't really feel the need to. You're just putting your boots on to grab dinner in the lounge when you hear the colony sirens begin to wail. It's the yearly attack. Ugh. I'm gonna wait until you eat dinner? Rude. Outside the window, you watch the colony defense begin to mobilize. Your hollow palm chimes with the usual reminder to stay indoors. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Governor Loom is so confident in the colony defense these days that there aren't even designated emergency shelters, so your room is the safest place to be. You post up in bed and scroll the congruence media library, intending to wait out the attack. You wait a long time. The sound of fighting doesn't cease for hours, long past dinner time and well into the evening, then even past the usual changing of the guard. From your window, you can see plas rifles fire from the wall, the steady pew pew pew, laser turrets, bright flashes fighting behind the gloom. You want to stay up, but eventually it gets so late, so you force yourself to sleep. After a fretful rest, you wake to the realization that the colony is still under attack. In the perpetual twilight of the glow, it's hard to tell time, but your growing stomach knows it's well past breakfast and you missed dinner last night. While you're deciding what to do, your hall palm chimes with a priority video announcement. Good morning, Vertumnia, he says with a calm smile. As you may know, the colony is still engaging in battle against the alien threat. The walls are holding strong and our soldiers keep moving these Xenos down, but there's no sign of stopping yet. All non-combatant personnel are to continue to shelter in place while our brave soldiers defend the colony. Non-essential workers is suspended. Meals and other supplies will be brought door to door. He clenches his fist. Stay strong, Vertunia. We'll weather the siege together. And he signs off. The colony's social media lights up with conversation. Mars and Nomi are excited to skip work and watch holovids. Tang is frustrated she can't go to the lab and concerned for her experiments. Cal's worried about his fields. Only Vase and Nem are silent, probably because they're out there fighting. It's the permanent dusk of glow. The day seems to drag on forever. Again, you have to force yourself to sleep with the sound of gunfire drifting through the windows. When you wake up the next morning, you realize you can't stomach another day being cooped in your room. Your anxiety has congealed in boredom. Nem and Vase are fighting or sleeping, and you haven't heard from Dis in days. You bet your other friends would appreciate a visit, though. Let's go visit with... Let's go visit with Tammy and Cal, I think. That sounds kind of nice. +10 stress. Oh. Tammy and her dad are staying with Cal and his family in their suite, though Uncle Tonin is taking a shift on the wall. Cal appears out the window. I can't believe it's still going on. What's gotten into them all? Tammy joins him out the window, her ears twitching. She rests her hand on a huge pregnant belly. She's due any day now, probably. I can hear all the monsters out there, she whispers. I hope my dad is safe. Cal tucks her under his shoulder and they both stare out the window in silence. Eventually you manage to coax them back to play a few holograms, but they're still very scared and subdued. 4 more days pass. You and her friends remain trapped indoors, forced to listen to the constant sounds of laser fire and rattling turrets from all around the colony. The Xenos never manage to breach the wall, but they just keep coming. Exhausted guards cycle on and off the wall and shift, dead-eyed and listless. You catch a glimpse of Nem mechanically shoveling soy porridge into her mouth before seemingly fall asleep sitting up. Finally, on the 6th day of the siege, you hear a curious sound. Silence. You run out the colony square to see the soldiers returning from their posts. It's over. The holopump lights up with a priority announcement from Governor Loom. The alien attackers have been defeated. The siege has ended. Another year, another win. You're welcome, Rotumia, and you're welcome, humanity. You're welcome, you hear? And you see Chief Reet nearby, looking livid. What did he do? Race out there like an idiot with his honor guard? Defend strategically unsound positions? Put himself in danger so he had to save his overstuffed ass? The soldiers all shift uncomfortably, but no one disagrees. And when I actually need him, Red continues, taking his 12-hour beauty rest while the rest of us slog through endless shifts. The soldiers are exhausted from the siege, so the crowd in the square disperses quickly. Only a few Helios remain, covertly filming Rhett while he continues to rail against Loom. On the horizon, the first rays of quiet streak the sky with lavender. You watch Utopia's reclamation crew head out through the gates to begin vaporizing xenocorpses for their compound molecules. That night, you have terrible dreams. You imagine that you're sieging the colony, that you're a creature crawling in the mud on your belly, the ozone crack of Plas rifle arcing overhead. With your talon claws, you rip into the walls like they're made of clay, stuffing choking handfuls of it in your mouth. In a moment of lucidity, you try to pull the clay from your throat, but no matter how hard you pull, it never ends. You jolt awake when you realize you've been pulling your own guts out of your throat. Just a dream. You're shaking and coating in a film of terror sweat, your heart pounding. You don't find sleep again before dawn break. Ugh, yikes. Yikes-os. Alright, start age 18. Okay, I got 2 more years to do a couple of things. First, I need to sneeze. Nope, I'm good. Nope, alright. Okay, I need to give Nem an egg, first of all. High priority egg. And then I'll do her event. I'm stressed out. Okay, I need to relax. I'm going to relax in... where am I gonna relax? I think I'm gonna relax in geoponics. Let's do this day, and then I'll talk about what I'm gonna do. I'm getting ahead of myself. You go to the garrison looking for Nem, but she finds you first, pouncing on you and wrapping her arms around your shoulder. Buddy, friend, oh, pal, she exclaims. He leans in close, smiling wide with barely contained energy. If I don't do something a little wild, I'm gonna go bonkers. Everyone's so stressed out, I feel like. She inhales and bite her lips. I feel like I gotta do something extreme. Like I want to strip naked and climb to the top of the colony and scream until someone makes me stop. Like I got bugs in my brain, so I got an idea. I need you to come with me so I don't cower it out. Nem leads you by the hand down to the lesser-used hallway of the garrison until you come to a small room. Inside the 2 barber chairs, and the table next to some dangerous-looking but delicate machinery. A stout woman with a buzz cut looks up from reading something on her holopad. What's up, Anemone? Need that side shave freshened up? No, I want a tattoo. Can you do that? The woman gestures to dismiss her holopad and pulls out a thick book from behind the counter. You and Nem crowd around it, marveling at the sight of real paper as it falls open to display a section of tattoo designs. Used to be the only thing I'd do here is buzz cuts and military tattoos and hair dye for that Nomi kid, the woman says. But since we landed here, you haven't been the only person who's come looking for something a little more artistic. Take a look through this and I'll see what I can do. You and Nem flip through the pages reverently. I was thinking, I want something to remind me of that Vertumnia's my home and everyone here's my people, to remind me why I fight. You do smile and characteristically shy. I want something to link me to you, she says, looking away as her cheeks turn red. Out of everyone here, you're the person who means the most to me. Aww. Her eyes go wide. Nah, wait, we should get something matching. Come on, what do you think? Yeah, of course. Hell yeah, what should we get? The book of tattoo designs laid before you. What do you want? The stratospheric logo, surrounded by knives. Nope, I hate that. Each other's name. Nope, I hate that too. Mushrooms growing out of a human skull. Well, that's kind of neat. The suns represent the twin suns of Vertumnia, or a sword and a shield. I think I like this mushroom one. The tattoo artist nods. The style of art used to be called Memento Mori. It reminds the wearer to stay humble because death is inevitable. Is that what you want? Nem nods at you excitedly. Yeah! I unlocked Anemone. Oh, that's so cute! I guess this was the very first time I've ever gotten full friendship with Nem. This is a really cute 10 heart cutscene. You sit down in the tattoo chair and bare your right arm. The tattoo artist / barber transfers the design onto your skin and fires up the machine, which buzzes alarmingly. You and him look at it wide-eyed. I guess you've never been to Earth Tech, huh? Tattooing is one of the oldest human arts. There's not too much holograms, and replicators can improve on it. Stuff I do here reminds us that even when we're out here among the stars, we're just meat with thoughts. Yeah, tough your way through it. It smarts a bit when the tattoo artist presses the needle to your skin and begins her work, but you're pretty tough. Nem looks a little green as blood wells around the needle and grabs your hand. This is so cool, she breathes, as the design begins to bloom on your skin. It takes about an hour for the tattoo artist to get down the bold first strokes of your tattoo. Nem holds your hand the whole time. When the artist steps away to stretch, Nem leans in a gasp. It looks so awesome! This is the coolest thing we've ever done! This is galactic! She looks up at you. I meant what I said, she says, her voice a little wet. You're my best friend on this whole rock. You've always been here for me, and I'll always be there for you, no matter what. Thick and thin. Nem sniffles, then looks embarrassed. Man, it's dusty in here. The tattoo artist returns and finishes up your tattoo, then moves on to Nem. She takes it bravely, though she sometimes squeezes your hand so hard it almost hurts. Afterward, you go back to your room to decompress and admire your bravery. Nem flops under your bed and you climb on after her, careful of your aching arm and your newly wrapped tattoos. I can't believe we did that, she crows, kicking her legs in the air. That was so awesome! She turns to you and pushes her unruly hair over her shoulders. Thanks for coming with me, she says, seriously. Probably wouldn't have done that if you weren't there, and then I probably would have done something reckless. Well, even more reckless. Of course, we're best friends. She smiles toothfully at you. We are. Oh, that's so cute. I love that. Vase, I hate you. Bye-bye. I took your girlfriend. Bye-bye. Oh, Cal's got an event. Yes? You got anything going on? Okay, I need to go talk to Sim some more. But I also need to do more events at the bar. Oh. You're looking around for Cal when you overhear him just from the outside. For the last time, leave me alone. Doesn't sound good. You get closer and find Cal facing down Rhett and Vase. They've cornered him, their body language calm and relaxed while Cal's so angry he's almost shaking. Cal, please listen to us, Rhett says, spreading his hand. We're not here to conspire you. I can't force you to join the army. All I'm saying is I need good, loyal, strong young men like you out there on the front lines. Rhett smiles. You're a good boy, Cal. I admire your passion for peace and your dedication to fighting for it. That's why I'm here, asking you to help me protect the colony. Protect the colony? Cal spits. That's such a lie. You're not protecting anything. You're just slaughtering defenseless animals in their homes. It's disgusting. Hey, show some respect. Cal squares up like he's ready to take the hit. For who? Psychopaths like you? Ooh, you get him. Face roars and looks like he's about to take a swing, but Rhett holds him back with one raised hand. Face slinks back to Rhett's side, glowering at Cal. I could tell you need more time. I just want to know that my door is always open if... Are they bothering you, Cal? Your mom comes up behind you, her presence smothering the encounter like a blanket over fire. I need you inside, she says to Cal, then turns to Rhett. My people are too busy filling your soldier's belly to listen to your war stories, Rhett. Don't worry, she adds, patting her artificial leg. There's plenty of war stories from me. Rhett backs off. You're right, Flu, he says, placidly. I've taken up too much of young Cal's time. Face looks like he's about to lip off again, but Rex speaks before he can. All I ask is that you keep it in the back of your mind, Cal. When you come around, I'll be happy to talk to you about options. That, they leave. Face gives you a scathing look as they pass. Cal sits down heavily in the sack of fertilizer he must have been carrying before Vase and Rhett cornered him. This isn't even the first time, he mutters, his face in his hands. They're really dead set on getting me to join the hunting parties. I told him I don't want to kill anything, and Rhett was like, it's okay, you can just tell us how to kill them. He looks up, exasperated. Like that's any better. Yeah, I wish they would leave you alone. That's not their place. Me too. They have real messed up ideas of what it means to serve the colony. Like, who do they think grows the food? Ghosts? Cal picks up at the loose end of the sack he's sitting on. Man, this whole world is light speed stupid, he mutters. Luminous people come crashing in here and think they run the place because they have bombs and guns, and nobody stops to think, like, maybe we're actually the invasive species here. Yeah, we need to live in harmony. I'm glad you agree. I just feel like we showed up and plopped ourselves right in the middle of the food web. We don't even think for a second about the chaos that would cause to an ecosystem. We owe it to the planet and to do our best to try to understand. Maybe the answer is out there. You go on expeditions a lot, right? Can you keep an eye out for, like, the answer to everything? Yeah, I'll do that, Cal. Cal's shoulders slump in his side. He pushes himself to his feet. Man, I wish I could still talk to this stuff with Anemone, he says, slinging the sack of fertilizer over his broad shoulders. You can see why Rhett wanted to get him on the defense force so badly. I miss her. I miss that we used to be so close when we were kids, but she's gone all human supremacist now, and I just can't stomach that, you know? Yeah, I get that. Did you see my Venusaur? My Unisaur? Look at that boy. So cute. Have I given you a gift? Do I need to anymore? Are we best friends? Yeah, we are. Excellent. Alright. A couple more things I need to do. I need to do more events at the lounge. Oh, I gotta take a nappy. I forgot that I'm stressed out. Let's go do that. I'm gonna do that over here and hopefully upgrade one of my creature cards. Only got so much time, you know, I gotta really prioritize at this point. Your Unisaur is getting used to accepting you as, well, not as its owner, really, but maybe as something like a small, fragile, slow friend. Meat is becoming a little more common in the colony than it used to be, thanks to the hunters in the heliosphere. They really like to eat meat. Luckily, that means it's easier to feed your Unisaur what she really likes. +1 bond. Nice. You play with Clever Girl for a few hours, letting her run around and stretch her legs. When she gets hungry, you throw chunks of meat and let her snap them out of the air. People have pushed back against the idea of wasting meat on feeding animals, but you don't know what else you can do. If you don't feed her, she'll be a real menace. Yeah, that's true. You play with Mrs. Hoppington in the park when you hear a rustle in the nearby bushes. Curiously, you look underneath. It's a Hopeye you met before. Mrs. Hoppington let out a happy trill of recognition. A little Hopeye friend. The other Hopeye trills as well and explodes out from under the bush to bounce happily around Mrs. Hoppington. They chitter excited at each other, and you hear something else is making noise. You look under the bush and see, oh, stars! 5 baby Hopeyes, pink and hairless, curled up together on the shade. The strange adult Hopeye stops what it's doing and bounds up to you, warning you with a rattling hiss. Okay, it's all good. Don't worry. We're calm. We're chill. I got 4s. I got 3s +2 to cards with gems. I could really stack that one up. 6s. Sure, why not? +1 for each unplayed card. 7, 6, 5. That'd be a 5. Not really that good at this point. 6s. 8s, I mean, and I could put a +3 to card to the right. If I do this... Nope, that doesn't work. I would need a 5. I don't have... Oh, you'll be a 5. Nice. Yes. Yes. 13. 6. 6. And then let's put some 4s down. Not quite enough. That's interesting. I don't think I could play anything that's better than this. Unless I get rid of I don't imagine that this will be better. No, it's not. 38. What was this one? 39. I can use some logs. That's fine. There we go. Like, I got no stress. Kudos, animals. Gain 3 less stress. Okay, you managed to calm down your Hopeye using tricks you've learned from training Mrs. Hoppington. They're cautiously allowed to pet them, and their giant frog eyes blinking out of sync. Spend some time gazing in awe at the little Hopeye nest. They're so small and helpless. No wonder the Hopeyes want to protect them. So cute. Do I want to forget either of these? No, I don't. You roll out of bed at noon because you're allowed to, because it's your birthday, but also you're exhausted. You barely slept at all last night. You've been having these nightmares since the siege, more and more every night. Like they're trying to tell you something urgent. You can't make any sense of it. All of the imagery is jumbled together. All these possibilities and timelines and things that might happen. Some nights you wake up in a cold sweat, a scream already in your throat. You sit on the edge of your bed, running a hand through your hair, and check your holopalm. A few people will wish you happy birthday, but that's all. You guess you're getting older. Birthdays aren't as important as they used to be. Oh, man. Right. There's gonna be a surprise party for you, waiting in the lounge. It was one of your dreams. You remembered it because it was one of the few ones that didn't involve people dying and the colony being destroyed. But you're so tired. Do you really have to do this? Yes, you have to go to your surprise party. As you enter the lounge... Surprise! You do your very best to play along and act surprised. Woo! Streamers, balloons, great. +3 on the 3rd stage of challenge. Oh, that's pretty good. That become an 8? Yeah, that's not bad. All of your friends are standing around wearing goofy hats and clapping. Nomi is holding a bunch of balloons larger than they are. And Rex is wearing a cute little waiter's outfit with a bow tie. You accept their hugs and birthday wishes, trying to hide your exhaustion and demur with a few pointed, all this for me? You shouldn't have. No, really. Cal brings over the holoscreen and a video call from Tammy. She looks exhausted but proud, and in her arms is a tiny little wrapped bundle of a baby. Look, Solana. Oh, how do you say this name? Ekanasi? Eukanasi? I don't know. Just missed your birthday by a day. You coo over the baby girl and wish Tammy a speedy recovery. She looks even more tired than you are, but everyone is happy and healthy. Especially Cal. He takes the holoscreen for a few minutes after you're done so he can obsess over Tammy's new baby, even though he's probably not, well, not supposed to be related to Echinacia. I don't know. I'll say it differently every time. He's every bit the proud daddy. When he returns to the party, he's so happy. He sounds like a total dork. He tells everyone about the new baby, beaming so proudly for Tammy that they could probably take readings from Earth. Despite your exhaustion, you start to smile too. Your friends are amazing, and they're all here because they care about you. Then you get some unexpected guest. The lounge begins to fill with Helios kids, mostly ones you don't know, and ones who usually keep to themselves and, well, don't very much like the original Stratospheric kids. Give me a drink of water. Race is there as well, grudgingly giving the nods of acknowledgement before he turns back to his friends. Besides you, Nim bristles with discomfort. Hey, who invited you guys? This is a private party. It's a public lounge. We can sit wherever we want. Cal stamps right over the midst of the Helios. You guys think that just because you fell out of the sky, you're the wormhole's gift of Vertumnia. We don't need you. We never needed you. All you do is make things worse, like this party. You rarely see Cal ready to fight. He doesn't seem to care about the body language of the Helio kids has changed from cocky to dangerous. You're a bunch of fascists. You and them. The lounge erupts, chairs screeching across the floor as the Helios jump to their feet yelling at Cal, calling the colonies illegal and Cal a fugitive. They jostle around and Cal plants his feet and stands his ground. You hear a bottle breaking, someone advancing on Cal. He's not backing down. Please, Nam. Come on, guys, cut it out. It's Solana's birthday. Don't make a big thing. They seem to respect her, so they back down, but not before a few parting libellous shots at Cal's parentage and alleged actions with animals. She turns to Cal and pokes her finger in her chest. You provoked them on purpose. I'm not your friend anymore. Don't ask me to stick up for you if you're gonna be an asshole. Well, Marcy exclaims, cupping her hands. That was enough excitement, I think. Let's move on to the important part. Cakes and presents! Under Mars's skillful party hosting hand, the mood shifts back to festive. You enjoy your presents and your cake, but tension boiling over like that is a bad omen for the rest of the year. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine, right? Alright, we gotta prioritize a couple of things. I gotta give you a bobber. Not because it's important, but just because I feel like I need to. Alright, we need to go out and do some expeditions because I need to talk to Sim more to talk to the overseers. I need to unlock like the overseer's grand plan, basically. I need to do that. I need to work in engineering some more because that's how you get the engineering pet, which granted is not like, it should not be the highest priority to me, but I want to get it, so I'm gonna. And then I also need to do the thing at the bar, the cafe. I need to get Dis and Tang to be friends again. Thank you for the birthday cake. I will share it with you. Yum. All right, let's do that first. Work at the cafe. I don't actually know how many instances of this I need to do. Oh, Tang. Tang is sitting at the bar, scrolling through some reports on her holopom when Dis stomps in, trailing mud across the floor. There you are. You weren't in lab or the quarters. I do other things, Tang replies, deadpan. What do you want, Dis? Utopia needs your help getting a sample from something. It's got, like, acid or something that keeps screwing up the sample. Tang sighs and downs the rest of her blep tea in one gulp, wincing at the taste, and then leaves. Dis slides into one of the bar stools, and you pour him a blep tea for himself. Upon closer inspection, you notice that his clothes have been eaten away in some places by flecks of acid. Rough day? Dis sighs, his shoulders slump. Yeah, kinda. Takes a sip of the tea and sticks out his tongue. Ugh, how does she drink this? He doesn't stop drinking it, though. He stoically manages to get halfway through before you slide the jar of sugar-bugged syrup over. What's up with you and Tang? The usual. She's her and I'm me and we'll probably never get along. Not like when we were kids. We're too different now. He downs the rest of his tea, looking surprised by how much the sugar-bugged syrup changed the taste. He rolls the mug between his hand on the counter. Everyone thinks Tang's so smart, so dependable. Not like they're weird twin brothers, right? You're not weird. Don't try to bullshit me, he says, looking at you defiantly. I know what people say about me, what they've always said. We're just two different people. I wish people would stop treating us like we're not. +1 empathy. He sits for a while longer, fiddling with some of the acid holes on his collar until he's worried it's so large he can twist it around his finger. Finally, he sighs. Alright, time to get back to work. Thanks for the tea. You can't help but think he looks a little lighter when he leaves. Maybe it's just your imagination. It's not my imagination. All cards under 5 become 5. Ooh. Ooh. Card to the right. +2. What if I switch you around? +1 for each gem. I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. Ooh, 6. Pretty good. 40, 45. 45, nice. Yes. Excellent. Empathy, creativity, kudos. Cool. Okay, let's go out on an expedition. Oh, I got a new perk. Oh, nice. Oh, I got another new perk. 5% chance to gain 1 extra skill. Ooh, you don't say now. That's very interesting. Have I given you gifts yet? I have not. Take a log. You're welcome. And a hug. You're welcome. And we can also go on a date. Let's go. Rex leads you up to the roof of the Helios, long since built over to support various ladders and platforms and hidey holes. The place he leads you has a few pillows and blankets tucked away, which come in handy when the wind whips up and makes everything unusually chilly. This is one of my favorite places, and I'm with one of my favorite people. Who could ask for more? That's cute. I like that one. I love the data vents. They're all so cute, honestly. Alright, let's go out on an expedition. 1, to refill my gift amount. And 2, because I need to talk to Sim. It's been a while since I talked to Sim. And I need to get his storyline going a little bit more. What's going on over here? Anything good? Not really seeing anything gift-wise. Knock knock, Sim, I'm coming for you. Look at my pets back there in the distance. Nothing in particular going on here. Alright, Sim? You have things? You're trucking through the wilderness when something catches your eye. To anyone else, it'd be a weird depression between two roots, but it pings something in your memory. Isn't this what the entrance to the Overseer Cave looked like? You decide to find out. Your hunch is correct. The depression opens into a passageway just big enough to wriggle your body way through, then widens even more to reveal a familiar door. You quietly push it open. The room you enter is not unlike the one where you interface with the array. There's a vat in the corner emitting a soft organic glow, and another computer panel slowly being reclaimed by the rock wall. Not hard to assume the planet is lousy with rooms just like this one, where Sim and the other gardeners can rest and respawn. This one, however, is not empty. You enter to find Sim, who is, aptly so, as naked as the day they were born. He is stepping out of the regeneration vat, clad only in strands of bioluminescent goo that slide down his long limbs and patter the ground. Sim's back is to you, treating you to a glimpse of skin usually hidden under layers of tattered dark fabric, and knobs of spine and shoulder blades visible under his inhumane musculature. He looks unusually delicate and vulnerable. He reaches up and gently wrings out his thick hair, humming a song you recognize from the Hollow archives. As if sensing the weight of your gaze on his body, he pauses and slowly turns his head. Slana, I didn't see you coming. Oh, well, I can see you. He tilts his head, smiling. Oh, he replies. He turns slightly, taking on a slightly more performative posture. Did I design this body to your liking? You have to say, you did. Now that you know the truth about the gardeners, we can be far more free with our words. He gestures to the regenerative vat. I have very few secrets from you now. You can come take a closer look, if you'd like. After BE clarifies, a closer look at the vat, I mean. You walk over and check out the vat. The air gets noticeably warmer the closer you get, like sunlight on your face, and there's a faint organic smell that's not unpleasant. The vat itself looks like something you'd find in engineering, but seems to be constructed entirely out of natural material. Spongy-looking fungal growths, mineral deposits, and pulsating vine-like umbilicals. You can touch it, it's not dangerous. You sit on the lip of the vat and run your fingertips across the surface of the glowing liquid. A slight electric charge prickles your forearms, and you feel the frisson of a link from the array. Sim sits down beside you, now fully dressed. Oh, man. His fingers align on the surface of the liquid as well, and you feel a slight presence at the end of your mind, like a thought you can't reach. I'm glad we can talk freely now, he says. Is there anything you wish to know about me or the gardeners? What does dying and being reborn feel like? Reborn isn't the right word. It's more like reopening a program after a system crash. Everything is still there, perfectly preserved, except whenever I added since the last time I saved my work. Functionally, it feels more like teleportation. As for dying, well, I'm certain that dying could be extremely painful. Depends on the death, I assume. He touches his chest. I have no memory of the moment of death, though I have died many, many times. In fact, we are all the same. How old are you? The question has many answers. This consciousness has ultimately been in existence for over 20,000 years, since the creation of the gardeners. But that means very little. I certainly don't have 20,000 years experience as a bipedal, anthropomorphic, organic capable of speech. This body, why, it's only minutes old. What should the humans do? If I knew the answer, I'd tell you, Sim replies, placing his hand on top of yours. Pragmatically, I do agree with the other gardeners. If our purpose is to protect the biosphere of Vertumna, humanity poses a threat to that, then by the letter of our own human design must be eradicated. However, he sighs and looks away. I love humanity. I think you're all an incredible species, and it would be a shame to destroy you. I feel like doing so would be a violation of the spirit of Convergent Domain's last decree. And perhaps redeeming you will be the greatest act of love we could perform in the name of our imperfect creators. You like being a gardener? Does the wind like being wind? I'm sorry for being cryptic after I told you I was not, but there's no other way to answer the question. I am what I am created to be. There is beauty in that, and a clarity of purpose that makes me feel fulfilled. I do not experience existential angst like a human does. Yeah, well, it must be nice to not feel angst. That's it. Please know you can come to me at any time. However, I must apologize. I simply must... May I touch you? This body is new, he murmurs, and all its senses are heightened. I confess, I find myself unable to stop from wondering what it'd be like to touch another while I am vulnerable to sensation like this. Yep, you can do that, please. Marvelous, he says, truly a texture I have not been able to replicate in my own body. He runs his thumb over your eyebrows, then your cheekbone. His fingers dance down the bridge of your nose, then lightly into the dip of your phallus, across your lips to pause on your chin. Sim's gaze drops to your mouth as his own lips part in an unspoken question. Yeah, of course. You lean in and kiss him, enjoying his pleased "oh" that whispers across your lips. Kissing Sim is like kissing him for the first time all over again, right down to the way he immediately and enthusiastically follows your lead. And as before, it does not take long to begin adding his own moves to the dance. Sim reaches up and cradles your head in his hand, his long fingers digging into your hair. He moans. His eyes fluttered in a wash of sensation. Yes, please. Thank you. You and Sim make out for a while, losing track of time in the womb-like warmth of the cave. Your sound of pleasure echoes off the walls, joined by the subtle slosh of the regenerative vat and the gentle hum of the nearby array. No one comes to find you. There's nothing except the stillness of each other. And all worries that have plagued you fall away from the pleasure that is discovered in the way Sim is so like you and so alien at the same time. Eventually, though, Sim pulls away. His mouth is shiny, kiss-bitten, and smiling. Would that I could keep you here forever, he murmurs, resting his forehead against you. That I could protect you from the judgment of the Overseer as I have protected you from the perils of Vertumnia itself. Few people would understand this coupling if they could know about me at all. It's not fair to ask for your discretion, as I have asked so much already, but if you would bring me great comfort, if... It would be a terrible secret for you to bear, but I should like to kiss you again, he says, and I would not like to stop. Something in your heart pangs from the words and the memory of kissing him before, and the pain of losing him. We should date. Date. He echoes. It's such an unassuming word for the universe of pleasure I would find in your company, but it does sound lovely. Sim kisses you again, deeply. I would like to date you, he murmurs. What a pleasant euphemism. God, so cute. I love him. What's my stress at? Yeah, you want to get rid of my 5 stress that I have? Thanks. Let's go on a date. I don't remember what Sim dates are like. I don't know that I ever really have dated Sim. I did date Sim in my very first playthrough, but I also dated Dis in my first playthrough. And then I became a gardener in my very, very first playthrough. So I never got like the end scene for Sim. So let's see how that goes. I agree. You explore a dark place. Okay. Sim leads you to one of many underground bedrooms, and then turns to you with a smile that feels almost shy. You are unlike any human I have ever met, he says, running the backs of his fingers down your cheeks. I'd like to try something, to possibly know you as intimately as I know the other gardeners. He gestures to the regenerative vat, glowing softly in the dim. Please, if you would. You disrobe and step into the vat. Sim joins you moments later, similarly nude, and you sink together in the cool gel. Immediately you feel the frisson of connection between your mind and Sim's, and you know without thinking that the gel will not drown you. You take a deep breath and let it fill your lungs, and you feel both Sim's pride and his passion as he kisses you deeply. Happens after that, you need not speak words to understand. Incredible. Alright, well, I didn't get the Overseer cutscene from that, but that's okay. We can't get them all. We'll come back. I can't only stay away from Sim for so long, you know? Man, I love this game. It's just so good. Everything about it is so good. The fact that you can play this game, like, 10 times just back to back to back and get a different ending every single time is unbelievable. There's only a handful of games I have ever played that you have that sort of range. Alright, you and Dis are exploring the ruined wormhole observatory. It feels so familiar. You've dreamt about this place many times, and it's just like you remembered it all now. This time, the dream memories grip you. You wander as if sleepwalking down familiar paths. You look up and see the wormhole faintly in the sky above. The time is right to observe it. Dis tries to keep up. Where are you going? He asks angrily. You don't answer. You're trying to concentrate on finding the place. You approach the large pyramid in the center of the complex. Besides it is a smaller elevator, a little monolith with a round iris door. This is the place. Your head throbs with it. Even standing outside, you know there's something down there. Find a way in. You look for the elevator monolith near the pyramid and find it, but it's overgrown with snaking vines and bramble, with very large flowers all over it. You could pass through them, but this stops you and shows you a Geiger counter reading on his holopalm. These flowers seem to be radioactive. Your suit won't protect you for long. Oh, take a sample, sure. You snag a sample for later. You soon realize the mistake as the radiation illness sets in. Brushing by these flowers give you a big dose. You'll be sick for days, but for now you continue, drawn irresistibly forward by something that stings in your head. You enter the elevator, thankfully still working, and descend beneath the ground. It opens to a kind of antechamber room, with the exit on the other end, leading to the heart of the pyramid. There are glyphs carved in the crystal panels on the wall, symbols that resemble the wormhole. You start across the room. The further you go, the more your head swims. You have to pause. You think you might faint. It isn't just radiation. There's something down here. There's some energy, and it's making your head hurt. You shake your head, trying to clear it. Wait, maybe this is a bad idea. No, we're going. The fog slowly clears from your eyes. Your head still hurts, but you can think again. This looks at you concerned. Are you okay? We don't have time. Sorry. Past the antechamber is a long hallway sloping down. Things about you are starting to look kind of weird, like two slightly different realities overlapping. Dis's face is starting to phase in and out of existence. You're hit with a strong wave of dizziness and nausea. Things seem to move in slow motion, but also far too fast. You lean over and I could do either of these. I'm just gonna concentrate. You keep going. At the bottom of the hallway are more crystal panels on the walls, many facets broken. Are they whole? The walls have been crumbled and roots creep over everything, but also they don't. Every time you blink, the room seems to flip and swim between two realities. At the same time, you feel absolutely compelled to continue. What is this place? This is both there and not there. Part of him which exists looks concerned. We need to leave now. This place is hurting you. There's a round iris door at the end of the hall. Are you sure you want to go further? Yes, we have to keep going. You pass through the doorway into a large square chamber with a sloping ceiling. Your sense of this place, the vibration, is telling you you must be directly under the big pyramid on the surface. The floors and even the air here thrum with vibrating energy. Ugh, even I can feel it now, Dis mutters behind you, rubbing his head. The room is empty except for the raised platform in the middle, which looks excitingly like a bed, which is convenient because you're definitely gonna faint. You collapse on the platform and are overcome by a spectacular migraine headache. It feels like your head's gonna explode. Focus. Focus on the pain. 93, you say. How about a 6, a 5, and a 4? Yeah, that's fine. +3 bonus to pairs. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. 5 if in first or last place. That'd be an 11. That's pretty stinking good. And then I could put my 6 down, and then I could do a pair of 5s. 34, not bad. This has the highest value, a 12. 8. Let's get some 5s in and some 4s in. 40. That's good enough. That's good enough. +1 reasoning. Whoa, look at all this shit. Bravery, empathy, reasoning, engineering, perception. Holy God. I'm really loaded in it. My God. You slip into some kind of waking dream, layers upon layers of visions. This is your lover, or Mars, or Tammy. You're a boy, or a girl, or both, or neither. Young and old, a farmer, a hunter, a politician. You're dead and you're alive. You've never been born. Time unravels before you, an infinite tapestry crumbling wherever you look. It's all very weird. You try to see the web of possibilities and understand what time truly is. It's all happening at once, and none of it will ever happen. Only sheer chance that any possibility comes into existence, not any intrinsic truth of the universe or fate. It's just a glimpse, probably over a second, but a glimpse of the eternity you can hardly fathom. You look down to the wormhole enormous in the starry ray. You look down and see yourself on a plateau, gazing up at it. You recognize this place, the Gnarlwood Bluff not far from the colony, alive with the photosynthetic of the glow season. This you seems expectant, as if waiting for something monumentous to arrive, something that will change everything. The vision is crystal clear and you feel in control, in a way you haven't since you started having these visions. You know you must go there. Ooh, you wake up feeling refreshed. Your headache is gone. You're still dizzy, but the room has stopped spinning and has returned to a singular reality again. The vibrations have stilled. This face feels your vision. Solana, are you okay? I'll tell him, sure. He listens in awe and then a dejection as you describe your vision. Why didn't I see it? I was here too, I wanna know. I'm gonna tell him about my dreams. I think he'll listen to me. He's like the only person that I think won't think I'm crazy. You tell Dis about how not only did you see those visions, but you believe they're real. You've lived them, or some of them anyway. They're as real as the life you're living now. He listens intently and then nods. I believe you, he says simply. You look at him in shock, just as he reaches out and puts his hand over yours. I know what it's like when people don't, and I'm not going to do that to you. You don't know what any of this means yet, but you're one step closer to figuring it out. Man, I love Dis. He's like the only one that doesn't think that our past lives are totally insane. You feel like you've had some kind of mega prophecy, but it was too much at once and too hard to understand. Could the Convergent Domain handle this kind of information? Could they remember past lives like you? Is that what this room is, this observatory was meant for? Oh. Oh, explore during glow. Okay, I'll do that, for sure. The only thing you remember clearly from the vision is the image of yourself during glow season, standing at the top of a Gnarlwood Bluff just outside the colony, waiting for something. Alright, let's go home. Okay. Yeah, let's do a little bit more. +1 to social skills. Got it. Got it. I don't really need to worry about people's birthdays anymore, if I'm being honest. We're past the point of birthdays. We've transcended beyond birthdays. But I did give you a present. I got you a stick. Oh, it's your birthday today. I didn't even know that. Hey, Solana, over here. You look around and see Rex gesturing you towards a bit of tarped up rubble. You head over and pop your head inside. Rex peers from you from this gloom, his heterochromatic eyes gleaming in the light of his holobomb. Okay, look, get in here. Close the door behind you. You settle in cross-legged beside Reg, and he shares his holoscreen with you. Look what I found, he said seriously. The screams are some... well, wow, those people are not wearing clothes. And they would very much like you to know that. Now that you're an adult, it stands to reason that you'd have access to adult entertainment, but wow, it's all just there, isn't it? You can just look at it? That seems like a bug. Like you should tell an actual adult, maybe, but nope, it's all there, and you can log into your holo archives with your own password and see it for yourself. Truly, what an interesting time. Friends of you want to check it out with me? Yeah, I do. Oh yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Let's go to my room. You head back to Rex's room and make yourself comfortable in his bed while he sets the mood. He curls up beside you and pulls up a holoscreen, and you scroll through the entertainment options. Jeez, Rex mutters, tipping his head to the side. It's one of the hollow of his thumbnails. I didn't know bodies could do that shape. Eventually, you find one that looks, well, if not good, then at least a little entertaining, and Rex settles in with his arm around your shoulder. Yeah, well, we're gonna get in there a little bit. Why not? Yeah, why not? You smile and put your hand high up on Rex's thigh, and he looks at you with a sultry expression. Oh, that's how you want to play. You got it. You spend an enjoyable afternoon in the company of Rex and a few dozen very nice strangers who seem to not like wearing clothes and get stuck in weird places. True. And if you learn a few things to try with him, some hands-on experience, well, that's between you and this black screen. Eventually, you have to get up, stretch your legs, rehydrate, and the like. Rex stands up and stretches up on his toes, and you enjoy the view. Whew, he exclaims, scratching his tummy. He grabs your canteen and slinks back to bed with you, laying his legs across your lap and putting his head on your shoulders. I learned a lot today. He laughs, offering you his water, not the least of which being that old Earth humans had a lot of time on their hands. He looks at you with adoration. I had a lot of fun, he said quietly. I'm glad you're not all weird about, me thinking other people are hot. Oh, it's fine. I'm dating Sim, too. Sim is my one true love. I love that you love to love. Actors are different from real people. Yeah, no, it's fine. We're all in this together. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. He wraps his arms around you and sniffles under your ear, making you giggle. You're the best, Lana. I have such a great time with you. Rex pulls with a hollow scream again. This is so much better than being to work. You want to pick this time? I don't need to give any more gifts. Alright, let's go to the cafe. Actually, first... No, I don't need to give gifts. I can give gifts to Tammy and to Cal, because I've been kind of ignoring them. Oh, perform a random act of kindness. What do I need for this? Empathy of 80. Whoa, my empathy is so high because I've been at the bar. I learned Congruent's birthday. Oh. Can AIs have birthday? I guess so. There's no hiding from Congruence though. She sees everything, including you two setting up, but she still pretends to be delighted when Tammy presents her with a cake, a collection of solar converters tied together with an electrical cord. Oh, cute. I got you a present. It's a flower. You're welcome. No problem. Oh, you have another event for me already? My god. Hold on. I gotta give Cal a fruit. You're welcome. No problem. Don't worry about it. What's up, girl? You see Tammy stumbling down the path from the depot, struggling to carry a large wooden box. The box looked to be stuffed with rolls of paper and other craft detritus. Give her a hand. You jog over and take the side of the box. Oh, hi, Tammy said. Thank you. It's not heavy, just awkward. And you carry it together into the crash. Tammy sets the box down inside the lounge and smooths out her skirts. Goodness, there's more and more in this box every year. She reaches in the box and pulls out a floppy-headed puppet. Oh, kindness, you're always my favorite, Tammy says, stroking the long pink hair. Remember putting on Gratitude Day skits when we were kids? Hard to forget. Once a year on the Stratospheric, all the adults would cook a big meal and talk about how grateful they were for things like the oxygen recycler working and babies being born. Then the kids would put on puppet shows at the beginning of our TombNet project. All the puppets were allegorically named like kindness or courage or curiosity. You remember some years you could get a little creative with the details. You heard adults talk about how there used to be a similar feast back on Earth, but whenever you've asked about it, they say it's their way to... they do it now is way better for some reason. You nod and Tammy smiles fondly as she pulls out more puppets. Oh, here's hope and resilience too. Oh, that's ironic. Resilience needed to put a little bit of love before she's ready for the stage. Tammy runs her fingers over Resilience's loose button eyes. I think Anemone was the very best Resilience, she said thoughtfully. You remember when she and Mars both wanted to pray Resilience? So they drew straws and Anemone had to pray ingenuity? Nostalgia shows a lack of imagination. She was great at breaking stuff. Oh my gosh, I think Tang was gonna light Anemone on fire with her mind. She always wanted to be Ingenuity. You remember when the puppet stage collapsed? Oh, we had to stand there and act it out like it was part of the play? Oh, that was the worst. Those were fun times. +1. Tammy folds her hand over her heart and sighs. I'm so happy we still have these old dolls. Some of the littlest kids don't even know we used to do this. I can't wait to teach them. That's pretty cute. Okay, let's work at the cafe. I think I'm getting kind of close to Tang and Dis's event. The last time there was a baby in the colony, you were basically a child yourself. You don't remember babies being so loud. Did I pick the right one? The adults are all very emphatic to Kalki, Fussy, Yukansini. But every time you see Tammy since the baby rush, she's looked more tired at night. You can hear them all the way from your room. They're tiny, choked shrieks, and Tammy's singing to her until her voice goes croak. Everyone expects Tammy to rely on Aunt Anne in the new crash, letting her watch Yukansine, just like she watched all of you when you were babies. But for some reason, Tammy's been stubbornly trying to do it alone. Maybe because she has so much experience from volunteering in the old crash. Tammy thinks she doesn't need the help, even when she does put I'm never gonna get this word right. I'm just gonna call him C. Or her C. I don't know. In the crash, it's because Tammy's right there, still caring for her. Then, the things Tammy would normally help with get backed up, which makes her even more stressed. Auntie Anne has to convince Tammy to not be so controlling. It takes a community to raise a child, and you've all grown up to believe that. But whatever anyone insinuates Tammy might not be all that C needs, she starts crying and yelling at them. You've never seen Tammy yell. It's really unsettling. Today you find Tammy in the lounge, bouncing her squawking C on her shoulders, though her movements are light and happy. Her face is empty, like she's totally checked out. Hey, Solana, she says, summoning up a smile as you approach. Sorry, am I being too loud? I can go somewhere else. Why doesn't Cal help? No, that's not a good question. How are you? Just then, C starts howling, her little lungs making a truly impressive sound. Tammy falters. Shh. Guesses, Mommy got this. It's okay. Tammy has not got this, and she knows it. You could tell she doesn't really think she can handle this. My turn. Oh. That's a cute cutscene. Tammy brightens. Oh, that's a great idea. See, I think it's time to meet Auntie Solana. You and Tammy fall into a routine where every evening after dinner you take C to go for a nice long walk through the gardens. Getting just a few hours of sleep before staying up most of the night with C does wonders for Tammy's sanity, and she's confident enough to allow other people to help out during daytime. Cal is relieved. She's been freezing him out as well, insisting that because C is her baby alone, she should be able to handle it. Seeing him holding C, it just looks right. Eventually, Tammy agrees to place C in the crash during the day so she can fully recover from birth and sort out her mental health. She still spends a lot of time in the crash, but it's because she wants to, not because she feels like she has to prove she's a good mother. It's still hard raising a baby, but Tammy's doing a great job, with a little help from the colony that loves her. Oh. That's good. +5 kudos, please. Ooh, yes. Yes. Ugh. That might not be it, in fact. Oh. 4. Do a 5, 4, 3, 2. I can't get a 6. Fortunately. Ooh, what if I put 2 here? Is that better? Yeah, it was better. 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's not worse. Or that's not better. 31, 32. I could use a log. Kind of my go-to. Let's just do that. 23 kudos. I'm making Buko bucks. Buko! Alright, let's do that want some more. Let's make sure that nobody's got anything that they want to say to us before we move on. Vase, I hate you. Bye-bye. I stole your girlfriend. Okay. I don't think anything's going on. I do need to work at engineering still to get the last pet, but I really want to do this cafe thing. Yay! Tang is a frequent visitor at the cafe. She may not get tired like other people, but she still needs the stimulus she can get for her all-day study/research sessions. She usually keeps to herself in the corner of the cafe, but sometimes she sits at the bar and graces you with some small talk, or asks a question about what you can think about while living on the planet. You can never really tell her what her mood is going to be. She seems to fluctuate between how well her research is going. Speaking of research, she seems determined to try every possible way to drink blep tea. Pour it long, double strength, and bitter, the way Instant brews in the lab. That's gonna taste awful. And it'll keep me focused. Are you gonna make it? Yeah, I will, but still. You brewed Tang the blackest, sludgiest blep you've ever made. Even when the cafeteria's old auto brew broke and started mixing motor oil in the tea, it wasn't this muddy. She takes a sip and shudders. Perfect, she says. Hey, if you see Dis, can you give him this? He places an object on the table. It's a large, rainbow-hued crystal, a bit like a holopalm interface embedded in the hand. What is it? Just something on my mother's, she mutters, turning the crystal over and over in her hand. I found it in an old junk drawer in the med bay. It must have been there for over a decade, since when she was still alive. My brother's the sentimental one, so he can have it. She gets up, leaving the crystal behind. You tuck it away in the safe place under the bar. All red cards under 5 become 5. Ooh. 5, 5. +6 if card to the right is blue. Or I could do a 5 and a 5. 43? Pretty good, pretty good. Nice. Excellent. We're making good progress. Very good progress. I kind of need to go on another expedition, is the thing. And I need to do more robotics, too. I just know, so the reason I'm doing the cafe right now is because Diz tries to leave eventually, and I don't totally remember when that is, but I think I need to reunite him and his sister before he tries to leave. But I'm also maybe going crazy and totally misremembering that. Okay, let's do one more event at the... Can I give gifts already? Yeah, let's do one more event over here. And then I'll go on an expedition. Because I need to talk to Sim. Auntie Anne comes in regularly to refill on the canteen she's carried tucked in her voluminous skirts, and she's not refilling with blep or potato juice. She's a fan of a heavily fermented mushroom wine. Doesn't taste like something like whiskey, which she apparently enjoyed back on Earth. Sometimes you see her sipping different vintages and scribbling notes about them on her holopalm. Card becomes yellow. Ooh, okay. 8, 7, 6. Oh, this is +2. 6, 5. And 5. Nice. Love to see it. Okay, let us go on an expedition. It's a new season. Let me give out my gifts real quick. I got you a flower. You're welcome. I got you a... Wanna make something? Ooh, yeah. I want to build something huge. Nomi walks you through a plan to craft the biggest thing yet, a massive dilly pillar float that you can carry on your shoulders using mushwood sticks to puppet it around and make it look like it's dancing. It's a huge hit, especially for the younger kids. It's a workout and you get something beautiful. Well, that's cool. I like that. You're walking on the colony when you see a blur of color and motion in the corner of your vision. Bang! Nomi collides with you in a catastrophic of flailing limbs and high-pitched squealing, sending you both sprawling to the ground. Oh me gosh, she exclaims. They immediately get to their hands and knees and begin to collect the paper that's exploded out of their hands when they fell. I'm so sorry. Sometimes my brain is off doing its own thing and I don't watch where I'm running. Ah, they exclaim, dusting off a piece of toast and shoving it back in their mouth. Gotta eat breakfast even when you're late. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Nomi giggles and continues to collect their scattered papers. Their face is bright red. Okay, if you say so, thanks. Maybe if I had a genetic enhancement like everyone else, I'd be able to watch where I'm going. Nomi gets to their feet and offers you a hand, then brushes the dust off. I actually don't know what my genetic enhancement is, or if I even have one at all. My parents decided to lock my medical files from when I was a baby because they had this wild idea that they wanted me to grow up without feeling like I had to be perfect. They think it's rude for parents to make that choice for their kids. It's not all it's cracked up to be. That's easy for you to say, Miss I have cool superpowers, Nomi exclaimed, putting her hands on their hips and sticking their tongue out at you. The rest have to get by on their wits and charm. Nomi wrinkles their eyebrows. Maybe it's like a galactic cyber prince Umaya. One day, a talking Hopeye will come tell me I have to defeat the Mecha Ultra Nether beings. Yeah, maybe. Nomi starts walking with you, talking animately with their hands. I know my parents just wanted me to know that I can be anything when I want to grow up, and I don't have to be super strong or smart in order to be happy. They always told me nothing and nobody knows what's good for Nomi except Nomi, and I think that's true. Sometimes it does kind of feel, well, sometimes I wonder if I'm only good at something because I have some kind of secret advantage I don't know about, or something I think the opposite, like I'm not very good at something. I feel angry because maybe I could have been good at it. It's really bad on the Helio because everyone is really good at something, usually things like marching or shooting stuff. I thought maybe it would feel different here, where there are people of all kinds of skills, but no matter what I try, someone is already way better at it. So I just feel like just suck at everything. Everyone sucks at first. The first step to being kind of good at something, she says brightly. That's from a show I used to watch, and I guess I don't suck at everything. They strike a pose with an imaginary laser pistol. I'm really good at laser fable. Pew pew. That's great. I love that for you. I need a break soon. What do you mean? I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, I need a break? Okay. I need to go on an expedition. It's really kind of important. Let me save, just in case me being stressed out fucks this over in some way. Let's go somewhere new. I gotta talk to Sim because I'm almost at the end. There's only 2 years left. There's only really 1 year left. Age 19 is like the end. And I gotta unlock all of his little side journeys before I do anything. I can't afford to talk to you. I'm too stressed out. I'm sorry. Does he have anything for me? Nothing? Really? Solana, what can I do for you? I need like your boss to talk to me. I might reset this day because that ain't it. That's not working for me. I'm finding a lot of goodies though. Oh, that's not what I meant. Ah, I got stressed out just from doing that. I didn't mean to fucking do that. I should have known better. What's the main event? I find a auburn fruit. Okay, that was not worth it. We are not going on an expedition today. Bye-bye. Not happening. Let's instead do more cafe. I really want to get those two to be friends again. It's very important to me. You're surprised when Dis starts coming in for more blep tea. You guess he'd reject it because it's something his sister loves, but actually he gets so interested he wants to try brewing it himself. You let him join you behind the bar to do his brewing experiments while you serve regular blep to the customers. One day, you watch him stumble out from behind the bar, moving like he's underwater. He stares at you from one of the window cafes, watching the colony move with unvarnished fascination. It's like a heart. Everyone moving around, it's like blood. He tells his head, whoa, I think the last cup is messing with my head. I can like hear things, like the wind and the bugs, like everything is more real. I think I get why Tang likes this stuff now, he says. It's like a symphony out here. If you tune your mind to hear it. Yeah, sounds cool, bro. This tells you his technique. You have to steep the same grass 3 times to throw away the middle steep. Otherwise, you'll end up all night like my sister. Anyway, I heard Tang left something for me. You bring the crystal out from under the bar and give it to him. It's a large rainbow-hued thing, sort of like the ones with the power holopalm. That power the holopalms. You tell him that his sister left it for him. Apparently it was their mother's. He sits and stares at it, turning it over in his hands like Tang did. So, what is it? Her old communicator. She always wore it around her neck. She died when we were only 5 years old, but I remember it. He nods sadly, remembering when it happened. She had been the ship's counselor. After that, it was just me and Tang. We moved into the creche full time, but we still had each other. We were the twins. Until one day I realized I didn't have her either. He turns the crystal over and over. Why do you think you grew apart? I still don't understand why, he says. I guess it was around the time she and Instant started doing all the gene treatments. But it wasn't because of that. I don't care that we don't match anymore or whatever. It's like all of a sudden she felt so much older and more mature than me. Adults listened to her, paid attention to her. They didn't care about me, and she started treating me like shit because she liked feeling better than me. This touches the crystal absent-mindedly and sighs. I miss her so bad sometimes, but I hate her too, for leaving me. He seems to want to talk more, but shakes his head. Thanks, Lana. You're a good listener. I'll see you next time. Oh. We're making progress. Okay. Put some 5s out. 5? 5? 5? +1 for each gem. This will be a 4. Ooh, what if I... Now it's a 5. If I put this here, 38. If I put this here, 39. Yay. 39 out of 43. Still not the best. Oh, yes. It's this one. Okay. Are we winning or what? No. Oh, I paused that one. The reaction is mixed. Yeah. There's some cheering. And he waits for it to die down. We're killing it out there. Every day we claw a little more territory from the planet. Quadratopod arcs through the air and lands with a broken splort at Lum's feet, splattering him with juices. You don't see through it, but a faction of geoponics is looking restless. They begin to jeer and stomp their feet. Those Xenos attacks us first! Now they're learning, don't mess with humankind. The crowd is now evenly split between cheering and booing. The Stratos are agitated, and you hear calls for things to return how they were. Now Loom and his soldiers are killing the planet. Even the council, lined up before the stage and facing the crowd, looks conflicted. We left Earth to get away from this shit, your dad shouts. And you turn to him in surprise. He rarely swears. Now look at us. We're right back where we started, fighting each other on the planet. We brought it with us. Topia hops on stage and routes her own here-speak through the speakers. He's lying, she yells bitterly. This year, we lost 2 surveyors in the swamp, Sorrel and Quinny. They'd be alive today if Loom hadn't sent them to clear out the Manticore den for no good reason. The only threat to the colony here is you. Loom's smile doesn't change, his eyes go cold. He snatches Utopia's hand and calmly, slowly, crushes her hollow palm crystal with his thumb. You can hear the crunch of the bones of her hand before her feed's cut out. Utopia yelps as her knees buckle with the pain, her bravado gone. She holds her broken hand to her chest and is too shocked to resist when Loom shoves her off stage. The crowd is stunned into silence as well. Loom clears his throat and approaches the end of the stage, looming tall over the council. Thank you for your input, he says lightly. Your concerns have been noted. This isn't the buffoon Loom presents on the daily holovlogs, or the nuance he is when he visits the work sites. You see something in his eyes you've only caught glimmers before. Hatred. You Stratos are lucky we didn't crush you under our boots and take your colony by force. Before we get here, the colony was doomed. You're only alive because I was merciful. Just a bunch of burnt-out hippie fugitives. What is your plan for surviving out here? Wishful thinking? Singing songs? And talking to animals? Laughter ripples through the Helios. You, he gestures to the council and jerks his thumb at his chest, need us. Not the other way around. I'm done pretending I need to listen to your opinions. If you want to live, you'll do what I say. He stares at Dr. Instance, who glares up with him with hate in her eyes as she tends Utopia's hand. Maybe it's time to clean house. We need a team player here, one who shares our vision for the future of Vertuna. A few tense moments, he clears her throat. Sir, shall I continue with the traditional formalities? Loom scowls. Whatever. Do it if it makes you feel better. You all cowards. He turns and stalks off the stage, his marching band scrambling to follow him with an exit song. As promised, there are no contests this year, but there's plenty of food and alcohol. As the sun begins to set, the Helios, including Vase and Nem, head straight for it and look ready to party into the night. The other team seem a little less at ease. Dis, quite predictably, has already left. I want to hang out with our people. Is that this one? Are we the Stratos? I think so. Yeah. I know you think he's evil, Tammy says, holding C on her shoulders while she speaks urgently to Cal. But don't you think even a little bit that he's right about Vertumia being dangerous? Cal crosses her arms and shakes his head. Killing is never right, Tammy. We can't fight the whole planet. If we meet violence with violence, it's just numbers, and they're gonna win. We have to find a better way, or we're all gonna die anyway. Tammy's chin wobbles as she clenches it defiantly. I just want to have a family, Cal, she insists. Why can't we have one place on this awful planet where we can be safe? She adjusts C against her chest. I think it's worth defending this one space for ourselves. The monsters can live somewhere else, just not here. There's gotta be a middle ground, right? There's gotta be a middle ground between, I don't know. Cal nods, grateful for backup, and Tammy sighs. I guess. I just want C to grow up somewhere safe like we did. Peal of laughter rises from where Rex and Nomi are playing what looks like a competitive slapping game. Rex rubs his reddened cheeks ruefully as Nomi rolls on their back, kicking their legs in the air and giggling. Got you, I got you good. Too slow, too slow. They stop and beckon you over. Come here, son. I promise we're not even talking about the war even a little bit. You take a seat back besides Rex and Nomi, and Rex claps you on the back. Well, we are a little bit. Mostly just making fun of those guys. He jerks his thumb towards Vase and his group, who've wrangled themselves a little trippet and are skewing it over the roast of a bonfire. You can hear its dying squeals from here as night falls. Smell the sweet charred scent of its cooking. They've always kind of been like this. Just like total human supremacists. See something you don't understand? Pew pew, all gone. Want something else? Pew pew, all yours. They lean back on their hands and look up at the night sky. It's dusk. The wormhole looks so peaceful and far away. I used to think me and Rex were like changelings, like aliens beamed in to replace two human babies and weirdos. +2 and +2. The dancing and feasting continues well into the night while you pass your time with your friends in peaceful faction. Knowing that the whole colony isn't into being soldiers and fighting Loom's war on nature makes you feel less alone, but you can't stop thinking about the governor's eye that he crushed Utopia's hand today. So long as he's in charge, doesn't matter what anyone else wants. A week after Vertumia is one of the hottest since you landed. You're supposed to take time off for a much-needed break, but it's so humid and awful and the tempers are short. Early after the festival, you start seeing graffiti cropping up everywhere. It seems that a lively, if not particularly civil, conversation between two factions being held on the flat surfaces of the colony. Announces a zero-tolerance policy for political graffiti, but you notice that not every tag is being removed, just the one against the war, of course. The atmosphere of the colony is oppressive, as thick as the choking dust heat itself. Everywhere you try to relax, people just want to talk about the war. To make matters worse, the sweltering nights are making your nightmares intense. You return to work feeling more stressed than ever. Well, that's okay. Alright, that's where we're gonna end it tonight. Next time, we are gonna finish this game. We're going to get the information we need from the gardeners to make a peace treaty. We're gonna overthrow the governor and probably put Mars up as the governor-elect. I don't think I'm gonna elect myself. I think I'm gonna elect Mars. And then we're gonna try to continue mending Tang and Dis's relationship, and also getting my pet from engineering. I'm so close. I've got 3. I just need one more. I'm so close. So that's what we're gonna do next time. Thank you for stopping in.